Bam, we're live. Oh, you know what I'm going to end up needing? A button that automatically turns that off. Good morning. Good morning. What a day. Today's going to be amazing. This is going to be great if this works. I wonder if I'm going to get busted eventually for like some sort of copyright issues for starting every show with the thong song. Yeah, I need to get that intro so it comes in and then goes out, comes in and then goes out. Yeah, you remember Johnny, right? Yeah. I saw that on Instagram, someone playing that on a violin and some other dude dancing next to it. And I'm like, oh shit, that's catchy. That's catchy. This sign behind me as I was showering today, I'm so proud of this sign. This sign is it's like my gray belt. It's like I graduated. I'm like a stray cat. Like you guys own the house and I'm a stray cat, and eventually you guys fucking bought me a collar. You're like, fuck, this dude's around every day. We'll get him a collar. We'll keep this fucker. I cannot believe I earned this sign. I really cannot. It's so crazy. Do you leave it on all the time? Yeah, I don't fuck with it. There's a remote. It came with this fancy ass remote. And like I changed the color like 10 times and turned it on and off like a little kid pushing all the buttons, and then that was it. It stopped working. See, come over here. There's a red, and I should be able to push that red button, and it should change to red, but it doesn't. It's kind of cool. It got stuck on blue. If it would have got stuck on red, all you guys who were trying to save me would be like, hey, that's the devil's color or some shit. If just so you know, also, I mean, this show changed the color. I cannot. Devesh, you earned it. Thank you. This show, within 24 hours of, well, immediately, as soon as this show is posting in real time to YouTube, as like every second it's posting to YouTube. And by the time I get off, every time the show is flagged. And when it's flagged, it's demonetized. And then what I do is I put in a request to have it reviewed a second time. And 9 out of 10 times we pass that and it becomes monetized. But that takes 24 hours usually or longer for that to happen. And during that time is when we accumulate the most minutes watched. So we don't make money on it. So a show that, let's say, would make $50 only ends up making $6. And so when you guys donate money to the show, I can't tell you how much it helps, by the way, either. It's like, it's crazy. You guys are floating this thing. It's so cool. I'm so excited. I wanted to make sure I got both those things out. Right. I jumped out of the shower wet. Left wet footprints all over my house. I wanted to run and make sure I tell you both those things. We get demonetized. It takes 24 hours to get remonetized. And I'm so proud of the sign. I'm like excited. I'm already excited to come in here. But when I come in here and see the sign, I'm like, yeah, I'm the shit. I don't understand how people say, oh, and then of course this guy, Paper Street. Without these two people too, this shit gets really, really hard for me. Without Paper Street Coffee and California Hormones. Without Paper Street Coffee and California Hormones. And they both offer great stuff, right? Paper Street Coffee got a discount when you use the Sevan code, and California Hormones gets you the free doctor's consult and the free blood work if you're in California. I think you get the free doctor's consult anywhere in the world. I can't do it. I can't change the I can't. And I'm so excited about the 80-pound dumbbell. I'm just stoked on all of it. You guys are awesome. Hey, is Jethro in the chat this morning? I don't see him. Where is he? It's crazy. I'm starting to recognize everyone's names. I don't recognize your name. Sorry, Marissa Hinojosa. You know what else too? What was crazy is after you guys made that birthday video. Sorry, I keep talking about it, but it kind of I mean, I think about it all the time. Last day on the road. I got you. As as I saw that birthday video, I was shocked at the wide variety of people. Just like people with nose rings and black people and the Indian dude in his car, Devesh, and just chicks, and it was crazy. It was crazy. And just people like, there were some people like I wanted to like just hang out with them, like stop the video and be like, hey, let's go hang out. Like that, the Rosie photographer chick. But afterwards, Susan says to me, hey, Sevan, look at our fucking DEI council. And I started laughing. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, that group was so fucking broad in its spectrum. Gay, straight, black. I don't know if I saw any Asian people in there. There's an Armenian dude in there. It was crazy. With no effort, by the way. So one could argue that the effort was to make it so that to push all those people away. Jan, I see you all the time, but I've never dared to say your name. Yanitsa from Russia. Yanitsa Smith. Yanitsa Smith. I have one really hard name and one really easy name. Miss Smith. I've committed myself to a monthly donation. Thank you for the good work. Oh, thank you. A tithing of sorts. Clydesdale Media, thank you for pushing and inspiring all of us to be better. Oh, you're welcome, dude. Sometimes I wish I could be a better role model. Not sometimes, often, every day. True. This is true. Armenians are technically Asian. That's actually accurate. You're not a good dude, Sevan. You're a great dude. Thank you, Mr. Kestenbaum. I'm trying to figure out where I can put that. I'm gonna change some shit in here. I'm inspired by the sign. I need to invest a couple $1,000s in another nice camera like this one, and then have a second wide shot and have some shit up that you guys send me. David Attaway, I hosted an L1 at my affiliate this weekend. Oh, what affiliate? Do I know? And let's just say it was an interesting experience. Would love to pick your brain about it. Yes. Oh, thank you. And thank you for the money. Listen, guys, some of you knuckleheads, I've given my personal phone number to. Tell me if you guys see Jethro in here, by the way. Does anyone know where he's at? I don't give you my personal phone number so you can send me the same shit you can send me in Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, there's one person in particular who I probably could say her name, Garrett Glinton. Like she uses the text perfect. Like she just shares shit with me like a homie would share with me. You know, like takes a picture of like someone riding a unicycle down the street. Just send me shit that like you would send a regular friend. Do not send me links of shit to go look at. That's not what I want my text for. Like you can send me that shit in Instagram. I would kind of want it so that more of you have my phone number so that you guys could text me shit. I mean, like, just like, I don't know, stuff, just stuff, no regular stuff, like picture of you and your mom, or I don't know, just stuff that you would send your friends. Or you're standing in a store with two different pastas, one made of lentils and one made of garbanzos, and be like, which one would you get? And I'm like, I don't know, ask my wife. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, FaceTime. I don't, the only person I used to FaceTime is with my ex-friend, Jason Hopper. That was the only person. Simon Hernandez. Morning, Sevan. Thanks for all you do. Glad you came on. On my way to Fresno. We'll make drive fun. Oh, say hi to the Armos for me. Going to Fresno. If you're driving a truck full of tomatoes, I would be pumped. Oh, man. Sevontology shirts. God. That is disgusting, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Sevan will have more social. Well, I mean, I already have too many, but I'm pretty guarded. I'm pretty guarded. You know, a friend of mine told me that I should get out and like start going to these events, and like someone even said, hey, it's time to do a community event. I'm like, and then well, what's his name in here? What's his name? Keith? No, was it Keith? Someone suggested I have one of you guys on every month. I'm like, dude, are you crazy? Sevan, do you think Matt told Hopper he couldn't talk to you anymore? I don't think it was like that. Um, uh, I don't think it was like that, and but I think there was something. I think that these guys are torn. I think, maybe not openly, but they're torn. Sevan, shut the fuck up, Sevi. I emailed you about a community video, and video I did, and you didn't give a shit. No, actually, I watched it and I thought it was a pile of shit, and I decided not to show it, which is even worse than sending me something good that I didn't show. Now what? Now what, Clive? And what happened to your hair? Didn't you have crazy, beautiful red hair? Nike probably told him not to come on the show. I mean, once again, I don't think Nike told them that, but they're you know, now you're getting close. Now you're getting close. Now you're getting close. Which is interesting when you see the people who will come on, right? And that's what's made me starting realizing people who have values. People who have values. Spencer Davis, $23.99. Best bang for your buck would be to paint the wall dark gray charcoal. Would help diffuse angles and push you forward in the frame, and make you look younger for sure. 50 at least. Dude, I moved those cards from over there to over here, and I hung that sign up myself. And I put in a camera. How much can I do? Okay. Should we start with something fun? You want to start with Black History Month? Here we go. Black History Month. And then I want to tell you something. I want to show you something that someone wrote on my Instagram saying that I'm defending white people. You're out of your mind if you think I'm defending white people. I am not defending white people. I'm only defending one group of people. Kids. I'm not defending men. Yeah, O'Keefe will come on here. I think O'Keefe. I haven't asked him to come on here in a long time, but O'Keefe not scared. Also, I think he's trying to keep the peace. They're not dumb. Everyone knows that if the further you are from me, the more likely it is I'm able to accidentally talk shit about you. And so you keep me close, and then I probably won't talk shit about you. You say one thing nice about me, and I'll fucking I have such a monstrosity of an ego, and I'm so easily manipulated. I'll be your friend that'll buy you like 3 months. I mean, look at Don came on here, and I'm in love with him. Adrian can do no wrong. Adrian walks on water. I know. Blasphemy. Where's Jethro? Is he in here? Lori, I haven't seen your name before either. Lori Roshan. Hubster and I are canceling cable because all we need is you and Hiller. Well, thank you. That's awesome. Exactly, Trish. What's a white person? Okay, here we go.
Black History Month comes to an end. Here's your friendly reminder that the first 23 Black members of Congress were all Republicans.
No, it's true.
That's odd. I don't think I remember hearing that part of Black history at all in the last month. As Black History Month comes to an end, here's your friendly reminder that the first 23 Black members of Congress were all Republicans.
No, it's true.
That's odd. I don't think I remember hearing that.
Crazy, right? Crazy. Sevan, it's not about Democrats and Republicans. Okay, fine. I'm fine with that. But I'm just telling you. Don't forget, in 1860, when the first Republican president was elected, Abraham Lincoln, not a single Republican owned a slave. All 4 million slaves were owned by Democrats. Can we get Grunler to come on more? Yeah, he's cool, right? Yeah, he's cool. That's a I don't know why I don't have him on more. That's a huge miss. That's just not thinking. The thing is I was actually thinking about this too. There's people you guys want to come on the show that I don't want to come on the show. I just don't enjoy it. It's not that I don't like them. I'm not. There's some people that I'm not enjoying. Grunler's one of those people like I truly enjoy having on the show. He's just fucking easy and fun, like Josh. It's just Gremler's cool as shit. I don't know what's going on. Why I don't get him in the rotation more. Okay, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this clip right here. My Instagram is like huge. I'm afraid to make it small again and then lose that option. So I don't know if you guys saw this. I posted this the other day, and it's just this lady saying that she's going to the Oscars and she hopes everyone black wins. And then she says again later, hey, I hope everyone, 10 years later, they interview her again at the Oscars and she says, I hope everyone black wins. And then the commentator, this guy, I'll show it to you. This guy, real Jason, then says something.
Everybody black. I am betting on black tonight.
5 years ago here at the Emmys, you told us that you were rooting for everybody black. Tonight, Issa Rae, who are you rooting for?
Everybody black. Nothing has changed. It will never change.
This stuff is fun.
And I want to say this, part of me, like, I don't care. I think it's actually funny. It's cool. I could go, I would, if I went and saw the Armenian soccer team play against any other team in the country, I would vote for the Armenians because they're Armenian. That part I get. I don't mean to be like a party pooper, but I think that with the skin color thing, we might be past that. I think it is being racist to help cure racism. So anyway, listen to what this guy says.
Funny. Racism is funny. I get it. We've turned this into a little running joke, a little inside joke. We have the power. We have all the leverage. We now get to be racist idiots.
So now he's basically saying because of the irony is because of the pale faced people, the white skinned liberals, now they've given carte blanche to people with melanated skin to rob stores, cross the border at will, and to be racist openly. It's just bizarre what happened. And this guy is saying, hey, just because they've given us this right to act like fucking complete fucking idiots, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. And then this guy writes this to me. This Plange 111 guy. Do you think she hates white people or is just annoyed that of the 368 Academy Awards in history given out for acting, a whopping 21 of them have gone to black people, and almost half of those came post-2010. Thank God we have Sevan here to defend the plight of the white man. First of all, that's the white man is that's a cultural appropriation. That's a black hood vernacular. The white man. So you're a piece of shit for that. You can't do both, dude. Right? I'm pretty sure this is sarcasm, right? Like he's saying, hey, asshole, it's fair because so many fucking white people have won. Is that what he's saying? You're fucking crazy if you think I'm defending white people. That's not, I'm not showing this. No one's defending white people. You're saying that because you're a fucking racist to your core, because that's the way you see the world. You can't get up just a little bit higher, and see a different perspective. It has nothing to do with defending a white person. This guy says it great right here. Ironically, I found this 15 minutes after I saw that post. I live in a perfect world of synchronicity, or the algorithm has completely figured me out. Here we go. This is for you, Plange 111. This is for you to fucking understand. Here we go.
We'd like more diversity in the workplace. And how can we do that? Easy, with equity. What exactly is equity? It's like equality, but with like equal outcome. And how can you force an outcome? By deciding who gets hired and who doesn't. So you have to discriminate against an entire race? Yeah. So you're fighting discrimination with discrimination. Ugh, straight white man. Ah.
See? There it is. That's Jason Plange right there. You're trying to say something big picture to them, but they just can't. They're like snails, just stuck on the ground.
You could just insult entire groups of people, and you're the compassionate one. Yes, and I knew how this conversation would go. A forced outcome. So it was an equitable conversation. Isn't that a good thing? Not if the outcome hurts me. Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing. Good job. This dude's great. This dude. What was that guy's name? Tyler something or another? There you go. There you go, Jason. I just got you a free I honestly don't want black people to go down the path of racism so their kids have to pay for it 100 years from now. we live in a fun. We're having fun. And listen, you ding dongs that live in other countries who are like, oh my God, it's so bad in America, dude. You're fucking out of your mind. I'm telling you. Any one of you who's trapped on one of those fucked up islands, Australia, the UK, Ireland, Canada. Well, Canada's not an island, but let's just say Canada. You have no idea how much better it is here. I spent many a day in your land. It's still better here. I didn't spend too much time in Australia. But don't get it twisted. Don't be confused. We got so much fucking room and good land and good people. It's crazy. Just this show just happens to focus on the semi-retarded. It looks like you guys remember the I guess Trump banged a prostitute. I don't know her real name, but they call her Stormy Daniels. And then I guess he paid her some money to not talk about how he banged her. And now the New York City, and I guess I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure if it's illegal. I didn't know it was illegal to pay someone to not talk about you having sex with them. Like I couldn't like find someone in my life and be like, hey, I'm going to give you money to not talk about the time we had sex. I don't know what happened. Or maybe he gave that money and then didn't put it on his taxes. But either way, the moral of the story is don't bang hoes. She ended up paying him $300,000. Oh yeah, right. Did she end up paying him back? Yeah. So she lost, right? She sued him, and then he countersued and he won. Is that what happened? Oh, okay. Here we go. It's illegal how they reimbursed the attorney. They qualified it as a business expense. Right. Okay. That's awesome. So he banged some chick. It would be horrible if it came out because she was a prostitute and he paid her, and then he used it as a business. Well, it's kind of a business expense. Oh, okay. Wow, you're good. Which is a misdemeanor for miscategorizing your taxes. And then if you lie about it, it becomes a felony. Okay, very well said. Okay, so he banged a hoe and he was trying to hide it. Oh, porn star. My bad. Well, if she's a legit porn star and he banged her, then you can fuck if you're a porn star. You just can't fuck if you're for money. You just can't fuck if you're a prostitute for money. I think those are the details in the occupation. Anyway, but it was before he was president, and it's called statute of limitations. Too long ago. That too. I went to Amsterdam. I've told you guys this story before with a buddy, and I thought when we got there we were just gonna go into the red light district and just fuck like rabbits, and I couldn't do it. And he told me the whole time he didn't want to do it, but then we got there and he wanted to do it, and I didn't want to do it. And we didn't do it. And he was so cool. He's like, dude, I'll go in there with you. Don't be scared. It wasn't that I was scared. It's that you get close to them and they're real people. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to pay someone to have sex with a real person. Something seemed kind of fucked up about it. It was like I started thinking that it was someone's mom and sister and daughter. I didn't do it. But it's kind of trippy if those of you who've never seen that kind of, it's street blocks with actual windows, and then there's girls in there. Now they probably have dudes in there too. Anyway, this guy kind of explains the Trump thing. What's his name? Yoder Esquire. Okay, here, let's listen to what he says.
All right, guys, real quick, just want to set the record straight on a couple of things with the Trump indictment. The whole thing is stemming from that alleged $130,000 Stormy Daniels was paid back in 2016. The first charge they're claiming he's going to get hit with is the falsification of business records based on some phony $50K a month retainer that he had Cohen on, and the purpose of that was to be able to get a benefit on his taxes, which again, $50,000 a month isn't really going to make a difference for Trump. It's also based on Cohen's statements, and Cohen has already lied to Congress, so that's going to be evidence that can be used to impeach Cohen's credibility, so that charge really carries no weight. Second charge, likewise, is claiming that the reason that Cohen paid her the $130,000 was because it was directly intended to benefit Trump's campaign. Now, first, they have to prove that this actually happened. Second of all, they would have to be able to prove the motive, and they just spent over 7 years calling him a narcissistic asshole, so proving that he did it for his campaign as opposed to just his own reputation is going to be damn near impossible, especially with Cohen as a star witness. So keeping all that in mind, Going back also to the lawsuit that disgraced piece of shit lawyer Michael Avenatti filed, who I trolled a couple months ago. You can scroll back and find that. He filed a defamation action in New York, got his ass whooped because he didn't even allege defamation in the complaint. He cited protected opinion, First Amendment speech, that Trump called some sketch a con job, and apparently that somehow rose the level of defamation. I don't know. It's protected opinion. It's pretty clear to me. That got thrown out. Stormy Daniels owed Trump $300,000 in attorney fees.
Oh, that's the $300,000 that you were talking about. Who told me that? Was that Yanzita, Miss Smith? Yeah. Okay. I don't know who this guy is. This is just some guy, Yanzita, I just found on Instagram who's explaining the Trump thing.
The whole goal of this is to suppress people from contributing and donating to his campaign. That's the only way they're going to win. If people are afraid that they're donating to someone who may not be able to run, money is tight, they don't want to be loose with their funds, and the media is likely going to paint any large donors as facilitating or contributing to a criminal enterprise, even though it's absolute bullshit. So the whole thing is smoke and mirrors again, not much to be worried about, but let them play their game.
Okay, so that's the Trump thing. I guess he thinks he's actually going to be arrested. This is all they have on Trump, all the witch hunts, yet nothing on Joe and Hunter. I know, crazy. Or the Clintons. It was fucking nuts. I have to guess. I have to guess that some Bidens are going to get arrested sooner or later. It's got to happen. I mean, it truly is the craziest shit. Metal Joe, my wife, who is paleface, is in a grad program at HBCU, Harvard Business something. Some of the other girls in the program, who are El Negro, openly state how they hate white people and blame everything on institutional racism. Yeah, it's crazy. That school, Harvard Business, whatever, wherever the fuck you're at over there, if it is Harvard, is a complete shithole. You should see anyone with a degree from Harvard and just think that they're a fucking lecherous shithole. It is a complete. You could learn. Just go on YouTube and watch YouTube videos on any subject you want. And you will be smarter than you are those who graduate from Harvard. It is a pathetic institution. Just call me Yanni. That could be a shirt too. If anyone doesn't want to just take my word for it, go look up stem cell research and fraud and type in Harvard. And that'll get you started. It is a pathetic. Or look up anything about critical race theory. Or look about the Harvard professor who promotes the use of heroin. It is fucking crazy town banana pants over there. Sean Lenderman, they are indicted. Yeah, God, you guys are getting more. You guys, I love how concise you're making this. So they are indicting Trump because he didn't pay taxes on the hush money and it was written off as a business expense. Yeah, and then I think one more thing Yanni said is that he was then lied about it, and so they can up the they can up it. Elise Bowen, historically black colleges and universities. I'm not sure what you're referencing. Great skin, my God. I know. I want to hear more about the Epstein Island stuff. I mean, not the details of what happened there so much, but I just want to hear about who went there. Just like leak some of that shit out slowly. Oh, gotcha. HBCU, historically black college. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Okay, historically. Damn, these acronyms. Pathetic. I'm pathetic. The heroin guy teaches at Columbia. It's a black dude, right? Matt? Are you sure? Are you sure? Don't make me look it up. Don't ruin my story either. Anyway, so I kind of like I like that dude's analysis. It's a strategy to get him not to so people won't donate money to his shit. Oh, I should have the phone number up. What's going on here? I'm all by myself today. Hey, you guys have no idea how good Caleb is. Is Jethro in here yet? It's Jethro's birthday. I just want to wish him a happy birthday. You know, I could call him. I have his phone number. I'm going to do that. Let me see. Oh shit. Athena's telling me how to use the remote. Oh, God, Athena's killing it. Okay, I'll try that in a second. Let me call Jethro on the podcast phone. Oh shit. Go to my contacts here. All contacts. Jethro. Hey, when this phone does this and you guys hear this, I'm not gonna lie. This is why I know I'm a little kid at heart. I love this. I feel like I'm showing off when I do this. Listen. Like when you guys hear that, I'm like, yeah, I'm big time. You guys hear my phone? Shit's real. Fucking a real podcast. I wonder if he has this phone number in his phone. Can I pretend like I'm... Hello, Jethro. This is Apu at the gas station at the 76 down the street. Jethro.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Jethro Cardona
Is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot
Of course,
accept any
everyone's mailbox is full. If you leave anyone a message these days, you're a jackass. Don't ever leave me a message. Look at, let's see. I have 1,473 voicemails. I wonder what this one is. All right. Okay. Jethro, happy birthday. Oh, this is going to be good. I'm here to be learned and schooled.
I don't know if I have that for you. Just wanted to. It's worth noting this is the 20th anniversary of the war in Iraq. You know, 5,000 to 6,000 American lives later, almost 1 million Iraqi lives later, and now we have an even more tight uniparty consensus around the need to go to war. This time in eastern Ukraine to protect the Biden business interests and the dying liberal deep state. So
Hey,
just had to make a call for it.
1 million Iraqis died in that war.
That's the estimate, and I mean, sadly, they're still dying.
From what? From those the bullets we left there and the that have radiation on them, shit like that, or?
No, I mean there is some conflict still. That's the point. I mean, it's not as nearly at the rate that, you know, from let's say 2003 to 2009, but we still don't comprehend how many people died because we decided to invade Iraq on false pretenses.
Let me ask you this about that Ukraine thing. Is it really all about is it all about like the Bidens sell hot dogs and that there's a family in Ukraine that sells hot dogs, and so since he's president, we're using our military might to fucking beat them down so the Biden's hot dog company succeeds? Is it like that? Is it that cut and dry? There's no other like...
I don't know. I don't want to say it's cut and dry, but it's well documented that there are at least 43 U.S. funded biolabs in the eastern part of Ukraine.
Yeah, I did see that.
Right, 43 U.S. funded biolabs. It is well documented that Hunter Biden went to work for Burisma, a Ukrainian company, and Burisma is now the recipient of U.S. funds because those funds don't just go to the Ukrainian military; they go to the energy industry, and Burisma is profiting off of that. It stinks, and
it's well documented, right? That they were going to open a case against Hunter Biden, the Attorney General of the Ukraine, and then Joe Biden went over there and said, "If you don't fire the Attorney General, we're not going to give you the $1 billion of aid we promise you." He did that as vice president, right? That's well documented too. That's like video of that, right?
Yes, it is. And President Trump, not coincidentally, was impeached over asking reasonable questions of that arrangement when he came into office.
God, that's fucking crazy.
but let's. I mean, even if you remove all of the Biden necromancy and how gross that is.
What's that mean? Necromancy? You fuck dead people?
No, yeah, not. I mean, basically.
Or you're
they're
trying to
screwing over
seduce
the
dead
Ukrainian
people?
dead.
That word necro means dead, right?
Yes, but it's because they are. It's like the dead carcass of the Biden family business that's coming back to haunt us. That's my point.
I like it. You know some big words. Necromancy, the supposed practice of communicating with dead, especially in order to predict the future. Sorcery or black magic in general. Wow.
But even if you put all the Biden stuff aside, it is now Mitt Romney and Lindsey Graham, George Bush, Barack Obama, who are uniting to make the Ukrainian cause ours. It's scary. I mean, we're on the precipice of another world war, and we think it's just about sending some bullets over there.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I wish I had a joke to
Thank
tell
you.
Okay. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Listen to Lex Friedman with the CIA guy, Ukraine issue very well explained. I'll just have you. Thank you, Melissa, but I'll just have you guys explain it to me. Thank you. Lex Friedman. Fucking, he reminds me of Rod Serling. You guys, probably most of you don't even know who Rod Serling is. Rod Serling. Oh shit, I spelt his name right. That's fucking crazy that I got that on the first zone. Most of you aren't even gonna know who this dude is. Just fucking pathetic. Is this no, not that. I typed that in and went to YouTube thinking I could get the intro. Let me see it. What if I'll just go to YouTube. Twilight Zone YouTube. I can only play you guys 7 seconds of it at a time. Twilight Zone YouTube. Twilight. Let's try. Twilight Zone. Oh, intro. Twilight Zone intro. They even. Okay, here we go. I wonder how many of you have never seen this. Where's Jethro? Jethro, bam, what'd I miss? It's your birthday. Well, that's what you missed. Happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to
Jethro, what's up? Happy birthday, dude. This is for you.
man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as...
You guys remember this? This shit was scary. Very scary.
timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and
You guys remember this?
shadow.
Let me see if I can find a... Oh, you don't actually see him? Let's see here.
Imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
I wonder if that'd fuck my kids up if I made them watch all those. Is that a good thing? If I had them watch those or not good? Oh no. My list isn't updated. What the fuck is going on here? For my live calling. Oh no, it's gotta be. Let me check what's going on here. See, I'm telling you, Caleb's amazing. Without Caleb, I'm fucking lost. Let's switch back to my phone. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. Here we go. Oh, Pink. I don't want to do Pink again, Sevy. Don't do Pink. Honest talk you'll never hear on TV. Trump? Should we do Trump? I thought I had some good comedy. I had found. Oh, this is good. Okay, here we go. This is fun. You guys have been sending me some great stuff. I appreciate it. Here we go.
Probably the best one on this list?
No.
Who's better than Donald Trump out of these people?
He was revolutionary, trying to free his people.
He
So,
made labor camps for gay people specifically.
yeah, not great person, but
Has Trump done that?
he imprisoned children and separated families.
He imprisoned children.
Correct.
Did he
Yeah.
kill them?
Some died, yes.
From Donald Trump? Did Donald Trump order them to be tortured
It
and
was his
executed?
policies. No,
It wasn't.
it was.
It wasn't. That was
his
Obama's policies.
Yeah, but he made them worse.
He made them worse.
People just love to hate the orange-haired guy. It's so crazy. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Caller, hi.
Hey, this is Trish.
Hi, Trish. How are you?
Good.
Good to hear your voice finally.
Yeah, I've been trying to make a splash in the social media realm.
You're fucking killing it. You, by the way, you sound nothing like how I imagined.
Yeah, I'm more Midwest.
Yeah.
I try to put on a persona that I live in the trailer.
And you're doing it. You're killing it. Well, sometimes I get confused. Sometimes I think of you as more as like you used to be an educator. Like you used to be like a third grade teacher.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I did that also. I've done pretty much everything.
The comments say, Trish, what the fuck? This is not Trish. This is definitely Clock calling in. Trish, don't. Jessica Valenzuela actually believes it is you, and is like, don't ruin it, Trish. Like, yeah, she fully believes it's you. Jan Clark, the guy from Europe, doesn't think it's Trish. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. That was just some real time feedback. How is everything? How's Ron?
Ron Swanson has been crying since we moved into the trailer, and he can't woodwork all the time.
Oh, was he making like, what was he doing? What was his expertise? What kind of stuff was he making with wood?
Mostly artisan chairs.
Oh, I could see that, like with the fancy legs and shit.
Mm-hmm. And wardrobes.
He sewed, like he made clothes.
No, the thing that holds the clothes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Artisan chairs. Wow. Like I wonder, could he make me something like in the back, like on the top, like where I sat on the top of the chair, there were like boobs there, like on either side of my head, right and left.
Yeah, I think if you wanted to
custom
do that,
piece.
it'd be better for a restaurant because then it'd make you want to leave because it'd be poking you in the back the whole time.
I would have them on either side of my head, and I would use it as my new podcast chair. There'd be a breast on either side of me, like this. What do you think of my sign, Trish? How much did you donate to it?
Well, that inspired me to call in because I think you should move it to the left side of you on the screen.
So
your head's not covering it up.
Oh, well, that's interesting you say that. If I started pushing it too far down that way because of the depth of field, it would get a little more blurry. And I thought the only thing that really mattered was like the guy sitting. I thought that's what I was kind of going for. The guy sitting. God, I still haven't figured out this left right shit. And I'll tell you something, but don't tell anyone, okay? It says Sevan Podcast instead of the Sevan Podcast. And I guess they were tripping because originally the sign was supposed to be bigger and they decided to make it smaller. And when they made it smaller, this picture got bigger, but the was lost to keep it in the dimensions. And they were tripping. But I actually like it that it says Sevan Podcast and not the. And I actually like how big the logo is. And this shit is high quality, dude.
It's nice.
Yeah. How much did you give to it? Just because I'm trying to put in order of how much I'm making a list here of how much I like you guys in the order of how much money you guys donated to it.
Well,
Jethro gave 85 cents. So he's kind of close to the bottom.
Well, I'm not sure what Trish actually gave, but I gave $0 because I forgot to do it in time.
Wait, you're not Trish? You're not Trish?
No, I'm calling in because I want to know how the Usman fight went.
Oh, it's
'Cause I didn't get to
totally.
see
That
it.
was totally inappropriate to call in here an imposter, the greatest person in the chat.
I know, but I wish I was her.
Oh, fair. Okay. Oh, and you can identify with whatever you want. And I want you to know that this show accepts everyone, except for one kind of people. One kind of people. Oh, this is Dave Castro. Dave, what's up, dude?
Okay, kick me off before Heidi gets mad.
Okay, love you. Bye. That guy was in bed next to Heidi. Heidi's like, hey, listen, if you want a piece of this ass again, you got to call. Jesus, David, is there anyone who's ever called in where you're like, yeah, this dude's the shit? If I could teleport to anywhere instantaneously to any of you guys, I would teleport to where David is. I bet you David has cigarettes and is within 100 yards of somewhere we could get a drink. No, please, not the real Trish. We can't. I wouldn't be surprised. I think I do hang it. I think I do hang it in I do have it over my bed. I do. That's because I sleep in here. I have a mattress down here where I make my wife sleep in here with me. Hey, what do you think, Travis? What do you think about Sevontology shirts? It's pretty narcissistic and self-serving, and I love it. Sevontology. Sevan, I thought for sure you'd go to Jeffrey Birch to red pill his classes. I would like to hang with Jeffrey. The thing is David lives in fucking Portugal, and I could just see myself like wearing some sandals and just walking down the street with him and just like shooting the shit, looking at chicks and like smoking and drinking. So I kind of like that. A dusty street, me and David, it'd be kind of cool. Just shooting the shit. I'd be stressed out. Marbella, Spain, whatever. Same shit to me. Did you move? I could have swore you were in Portugal. I thought I knew shit about you. Am I wrong? Vindicate, don't listen. He used AsRx shit. What? What are you talking about? The Life is RX stuff is good too. I'm telling you, those sweatshirts are good. I'm not just saying that because I make money off them. I don't know when the last time those guys sent me a check. At least Travis sends me a check regularly. Yeah, I don't even think. I was thinking you probably don't even have to. You can make whatever you want and sell it. Alan Kestenbaum, Sevontology might be overkill. Oh, it's definitely overkill. It's way overkill. Devesh, where are you? How did something get delivered to you? I just picture you do you live in India? I always picture you living in India. All right. Let's move on. That was too much time in the chat. I lost myself in the chat. 497, honest talk you'll never hear on TV. And after I wrote that, I was like, I don't even watch TV. How would I know? How would I know if there's honest talk on TV or not? I don't even watch TV. So I take that back. I have no idea if you would ever hear this on TV. Okay, so this is a guy talking about Thomas Sowell. Here we go.
No wonder so many on the left hate Thomas Sowell. Watch this video.
Broadly speaking, he puts two different cultures of people with dark skin next to each other. And one culture is these people from the West Indies. And one culture is this group of people who grew up in the South with slavery and all that sort of stuff. Now, what one group, the West Indies group, does really well. The other group is the group that you find in ghettos and African-American communities and all that sort of stuff. The reason why Sowell has been telling this story is because he's been trying to say, when liberals look at the people in ghettos, they say, racism. That's why they're not succeeding. And Sowell is saying, no, it's not. Because if you look at this group from the West Indies, they also came from the experience of slavery. There was slavery in the West Indies. They are also black, so they also face racism, and yet they do well. So it has to be something else. And that other thing is the fact that these black people who are in the South, there's always been a big question, were black people robbed of their culture, or did they preserve their authentic African culture? And what Soul is saying is that they were robbed of their culture. And so they picked up the culture of the people around them. And the people around them were rednecks. And if you look at the white redneck culture and the black redneck culture, they have a lot of the same values. They don't particularly respect education. They love Jesus. They use violence in their conflicts.
No wonder so many on.
That's crazy. It's a fucking interesting analysis. I've heard it said before, but never like quite like at length like that. I think that there's like a country music star, black country music star, who calls himself a redneck, the black redneck. But I never thought of it like that. There was the transfer of culture. Mason Mitchell, I love redneck culture. It's a trip. Then why do rednecks not have as many out of wedlock births as blacks? I don't know if that's true. Is it? They got Mountain Dew mouth. I know that. I saw that. That shit's fucking crazy. And maybe they're just slightly different iterations of the culture. Then why do rednecks not kill each other as much as melanated people? Fuck me. I don't know if that's true either. I don't know if that's true. Jethro. Oh, I get $5 from you on your birthday. Thanks for the birthday shout out, Sevan, and live chat. Love all of you. Yeah, dude. Happy birthday. Congrats. Oh, Theo Vaughn. He's a redneck. Yeah, Brandon Waddell. They do have tons of out of wedlock births. I mean, I know a bunch of white dudes who have like 3 to 5 ladies that they've had kids with. A bunch. I'm melanated. Personal responsibility is the key for people getting free instead of blaming others for outcomes. Well, that's fucking for sure. Ask any immigrant that, right? And that's the interesting thing, too. I got a lot of immigrants in my family, and there's 2 of them. There's 2 kinds. I have immigrants in my family who came here and like, I'm going to work my ass off. And I have immigrants family who came here who was like, I'm going to milk the system. I'm going to try to figure out a way to get in the system and get that check. Facts. Anyway, those are the types of things that should be explored for everyone to hear, whether it's true or not. Those are the discussions. You know that, Vittori, my cup runneth over. Yeah, great line. That's from what book is that from? There's these moments that I'm so proud to be part of the show. And yesterday when Em and Maggie called, and that we have 2 ladies who want to have a kid, and I can explore the idea with them about taking dick instead of just like doing artificial insemination. You know, for some reason, I think like if you were to bring that up in a traditional politically correct situation, someone would be like, you fucking asshole. Do you not understand? You disrespect the fact that we're fucking lesbians. How dare you? Didn't you understand? We don't want anything to do with dick. Like it could have gone that way. But it doesn't have to. It could be like, hey, we just don't want dick, or they're like, hey, we're open to it. What would that look like? Or one of the chicks like, hey, I'm be jealous, or yeah, just a conversation. And the fact that these conversations can be had, and I understand that there's a comedy and kind of crass and sexually provocative piece to it too. But dude, at the end of the day, it's going to be a kid that's brought into this world, and it needs to be talked about. Oh, look, Alan has unvaxxed swimmers. Wow. All right. But it is those moments that that we can talk about that on this show, and it makes me proud to be part of the show. Like, hey, at the end of the day, it's just a kid. Hey, dude, lesbians should not have kids. I thought we acknowledged dads matter. Listen to me. Listen to this. I would, in a million years, this isn't going to come out good, but it's how I think this. In a million years, I would rather be raised by 2 women than 2 men. In a fucking 100 out of 100 times. I can figure out the man shit on my own. I do not want to be left alone with just men. I do not. I needed my mom. I had a great dad. But I needed my mom. And don't get me wrong, I think having a dad's hugely important. But I'm not a big fan of dudes. I don't trust dudes. Not in a bad way that I don't trust guys. That stadium, like they said, the dudes can't come in. Our insurance more is for cars. Like we do weird shit. Like no chick ever gets caught fucking a cantaloupe. You know what I mean? It's like there's not girls trying to come into the men's restroom. I'm just oh no. Oh no. My dad was bragging to me yesterday that the 5 COVID shots helped him not die from COVID. Wow. Yeah. I don't like dudes, but I love the dick. Whatever. Shut your face. You fucking live in Spain, dude. Do you guys know about this UFC fighter? Do you guys know about this UFC fighter? Let me see if I can find the link to it. Placenta. I'll just type it in here. Shit, my notes are all jacked up. UFC bisexual. I think it's Jeff Molina. A UFC fighter, Jeff Molina, comes out as bisexual. I guess the Advocate, I guess a video, this guy's 3-0 in the UFC. And I guess a video leaked. I think I've seen him fight. Definitely a 25-year-old UFC fighter came out on Fridays bisexual. He made the announcement after a leak of him and another man being intimate was leaked on social media. Intimate. The videos of him sucking this dude off. Yeah, do you even have to come out anymore? Yeah, it's a good point. Does anyone give a crap? I don't know. UFC is already borderline the gayest sport that ever existed, right? It's dudes in these tight fucking booty shorts with these insane, obviously pathological bodies. I mean, I bet you half the dudes who compete in the CrossFit Games fucking fantasize about other dudes, if you want me just to be frank. It's riddled with eating disorders and hypersexuality. And I mean, let's face it. I mean, everyone, how could it not be? These guys are testosterone filled in their bodies. They're freakazoids. But I'm not talking about your average affiliate goer. I'm not talking about like just regular, just schleps like me. I'm talking about people more that look like Hiller, right? Andrew. Anyway, maybe Molina lost a bet. Anyway, this dude was a video got released of him sucking dick. It's funny how they're going to say in sexual positions because it kind of ruins my bit I want to do on this. He was caught with a dick in his mouth, and there's a video of it. And I was telling one of my friends, I was like, yeah, this UFC fighter's come out as bi. And my buddy's like, hey, he's not bi. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, if you're bi, the guy who's getting the blowjob is bi. The guy who's sucking the dick is gay. And I was like, oh. I could kind of get my head wrapped around that a little bit. If you're a dude and you're bi, you're gay. I don't know, Trish, but what about the distinction of who's got their balls on the chin? What if you're getting a blowjob from a guy, but you're flipping through a Playboy magazine? Anyway, I thought it was quite an interesting. What if I can blow myself? Don't hurt your back. There's only one way you can do that, right? There's a singular position. I'm so bummed. I had a whole thing of comedy and it's not even in here. Man. It really bums me out. Really bums me out. Did I show this already? Here, let's try this. I don't know if I showed this already. I guess someone will tell me within 2 seconds. Do you guys recognize this lady? Anyone? But even if your dick is big enough, Jay, you can only get in one position. Like no one, you got to be on your back, I'm guessing. I need to work on my flexibility to do that again. Okay, here we go. That's what I mean. That's why, there you go, Liz, or whoever it was. That's why men can't adopt kids. You just got it. That's right there. This is it. You're seeing it in real time. No, you can do it standing up. Wow. Wow. Sitting in a chair. Wow. God, I'm so glad I'm 50 and this is just being introduced to me, because the possibility of that is long gone. Wow. Okay, here we go. Oh, shit. I forgot the audio. Have we shown this? Anyone seen this? Play this, damn it. And I remember then I looked through her Instagram. Son of a bitch. I'm so sorry. My notes are so fucked up today. I don't know what's going on. It pains me because I stay up so late trying to get this shit organized. Oh, there's so many in here that are we've already done. Plastic snow, we did that already. What is going on here? Oh my God, all my noble bashing is still in here. Oh, this is killing me. Let's see, please, please, please. Okay, here we go. Why didn't anyone tell me that was an old one? You guys are just being nice. Why wasn't anyone like, hey, we've seen that? Here we go. Okay, ready? Action.
Because I wish someone had told me this. If you get automatically defensive or triggered by something, you need to investigate that trigger. Your triggers literally highlight what inside of you needs healing or exploration. I'm going to tell you this because I wish someone had told me this. If you get automatically defensive or triggered by something, you need to investigate that trigger. Your triggers literally highlight what inside of you needs healing or exploration. I'm going to tell you.
What's crazy is I look at this lady and I see what she's done to herself with her haircut and her nose ring and just the way she builds her persona. And I'm like, I wouldn't think she would know that. Like my judgment of her is totally off. It's totally off. Response videos. What's a I thought you had to have 2 videos up there for a response video. I'm the one doing the response video, right? I'm the one watching it and I'm responding to it. Is that the part you hate? I think that chick looks like a therapist. Yeah. I agree. Send this to Spiegel and Sporty Beth. Hey, we've seen that. All right. I am focused. I'm extremely focused. Just something happened. You know what it is I have my notes open in so many different computers in my phone, and I don't think it got updated somewhere. And what I'm really doing right now is I'm hiding some deep inner pain because I had a fucking great show set up today, and my first like 20 things are fucking missing, and it's like inside I kind of want to cry a little bit. You know that feeling? You know that feeling, huh? You know that feeling? Now I'm just going to randomly pick shit. Now you got me pissed off by saying I look like I'm not focused. Look at, here's our buddy Andrew Tate. I don't use a lot of Andrew Tate stuff.
My name is Emory Andrew Tate. My father was Emory Andrew Tate also. I'm named after him, and I was built to live in his image. I understood a lot of basic tenets and a lot of basic things about the world for a very long time. I understood that physicality is important. It's the bottom line. It's the final decider. It's actually kind of interesting that a lot of these tech guys and tech people, they pretend physicality doesn't matter and they make all this money and they own Facebook and Amazon and whatever. But eventually they end up doing MMA like Zuckerberg or taking testosterone replacement like Jeff Bezos. It gets to a point where you finally must accept the reality that your physicality and your mentality as a man are linked, and you cannot be happy and strong in your mind if you are weak in your body. You need to have a strong body to have a strong mind as a man. There's no way to escape it. And that's one of the reasons why I preach so much about training, learning to fight, get in the gym, get bigger, get stronger. You will fix your mind if you fix your body. You should be as strong as you possibly can. My name is Emery.
Dude, I fucking hate to say this. I agree with this 100%. I think 99% of my happiness comes from the fact that I'm happy to get up and walk, and I'm so excited to get up and be in my body every single fucking day. Rest in peace, Top G. Really? He's toast? Really? Yeah, I agree. Sometimes I can't stand a lot of the background music either. I hate all the that one that all the conspiracy theory people use. This guy is a dumbass. I don't know. I'm liking that shit. I like it. I like it. I don't know. I'm trying to think of all the people I know that are kind of like seem like they're not as happy as me or like weaker than me. Like they're just kind of like in every way. And all the people I know that are happy are kind of strong, and like they're movers. Maybe it's because I hang out with a lot of movers. But those pathetic, like every time I go into a Starbucks, I'm the fittest person in there, and I'm by far the happiest person in there too. I can just tell. Call her hi. Not hi. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm open to it, but I'm not. I don't think I am. Same thing when I go into the supermarket. I'm like, am I the only person in here awake and happy and like? Arrested. Wow. Arrested, denied bail, many times diagnosed with cancer in jail. Are you fucking kidding me? Is that true? Sevan, will you start making really bad inspirational videos of you saying surface level philosophical shit? I don't know. I don't plan on it. What I mean in these videos, you are sharing a performative and virtue signaling. What I meant in these videos, you are sharing are performative and virtue signaling. Oh, you mean like that lady's sending it, like saying that she knows that shit? I don't know. I just take it as a good reminder. Like, hey, don't be triggered by shit. I haven't seen any of the abusing women stuff. People keep telling me about that. I haven't seen any of that. 6. I do 6. 6 hours. 7. I try. If I look at the clock and it's 11 o'clock, I'll stop whatever I'm doing and just walk to my bed and lay down. That's it. I'll just turn myself off like I'm done. But I tell myself I need to be in bed by 9, but I never do because I'm trying to get through all my DMs. I haven't got through all my DMs in like months, and to be honest with you, it's driving me crazy. I take it as a personal challenge. Caller, hi.
Hi,
Hi.
first time caller. How's it going?
I'm great. Great to hear your voice. Finally.
Good. I have 2 things that I want to talk about. Well, I would like your opinion on.
Okay.
One is in Iceland, they have essentially eradicated Down syndrome is their claim.
Oh yeah,
However,
I saw that.
Yeah.
They're
And
killing all
I
the
guess I'm
babies.
just
They're
curious-
killing all the babies, right?
Yeah, they're killing all the babies that are diagnosed with Down syndrome in the womb.
Yeah.
And I guess I find it a really interesting topic because there are so many, obviously prominent CrossFit Icelandic women. If you would ever, I guess, be willing to approach that topic with them, should you have the opportunity to?
You're probably not going to like my answer to this.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of things. Maybe I don't even have an answer, but my perspective. I used to work in a home for disabled adults for 5 years. I didn't just work there. I lived there. And I lived on the driveway in a car. And I started there working there at $7 an hour. And when I left there 5 years into it, I was running the place with 20 employees. And there were 8 clients who lived there, and they were all adults, and I was very close to them. And I made an award-winning movie called Our House that's on YouTube that anyone can watch about my stay there. And the people there were 2 people there with Down syndrome, 2 adults there, and then the rest were just other shit like Williams syndrome, alcohol fetal syndrome, autism, just all that shit, cerebral palsy, all just some fucked up shit. And all of them had crazy lives, but they were adults, and they were kind of like my family. I lived there with them for 5 years. Anyway, that's a really, really, really tough life, being mentally disabled. Like really fucking tough, because they figure out that they're mentally disabled, and they figure out that they're different. Now, by no means am I suggesting euthanize mentally disabled people. I just want to acknowledge that it is a very, very hard life, especially when they get the self-awareness that they'll never get to bone. That's what it all comes down to. At the end of the day, they want intimacy with someone who's not retarded. All 8 of them. That was the theme, and it was brutal. It was brutal. You couldn't fix that. So you couldn't help them with that. So on that hand, but on the other hand, I also know people who I know at least 2 couples who the doctors told them they had a retarded kid in there, and they had the kid anyway, and the kid wasn't retarded. That's some fucked up. That's the part that part really kind of fucks with me. How many of those kids are they aborting that don't have Down syndrome? And then the third thing is those fucking guys are in. I just know that the earth is round because they tell me it's round. I just know vaccines work because they tell me vaccines work. And I just know fucking your sister is, you're not supposed to do it because they tell you not to do it. But the not fucking your sister part is like, I've never been attracted to my sister, right? Like somehow it's built into me not to want to fuck my family members. I don't know. It's not just I'm social. There's something biological. But these people on this island are fucking each other in a really tight gene pool. So those are the 3 things I think about. I don't know if I have an answer.
Yeah.
But those are some pretty weird things. What?
Doctors are wrong.
A lot of times.
Right?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm. And I just, who are we to put the value on someone else's life just because of their, mental capacity?
Right.
Right.
They're
no less of a person just because they have an extra chromosome. Anyways, I just thought it was super interesting.
What do you think? Would you have kids?
I have 4 children. Yes, I have an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, and my twins will be 2 coming up here in a couple weeks.
Wow! Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's been on my heart actually to adopt a 5th child with Down syndrome. That's something that I've wanted to do for the last 4 or 5 years. And I feel like it's just kind of coming to light that there are.
I want to say something crazy to you. I'm going to say something crazy to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to like it. Don't do that to your kids, man. Don't do that to your kids.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, and people are gonna be like, "Are you kidding me? It's gonna be a great learning experience. They're gonna learn how to give and be selfless, and it's gonna make them well-rounded." Let me just argue this, just because maybe it's the reason why fucking I can't find Jesus, because I say shit like this. Those kids are gonna mirror shit around them, and they need you. And disabled people are a fucking shit ton of work.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there's people with disabled kids will be like, they're not disabled. They're magical and they have gifts and they're psychic. But fuck, dude, I'm telling you, a kid is not going to want a Down syndrome child interfering. It's going to definitely fuck. I would guarantee, I can't guarantee at least one of your kids. It's going to really give them a really fucked up challenge that may be unsurmountable in terms of the affection they're going to see you give that kid. It's going to, sorry, this is kind of got crazy. Okay. This got crazy,
That's
but
okay. Yeah, we're gonna get you to find Jesus, Sevan.
Okay, like just remember, I worked with these people for 5 years, every single day, 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
and
I know.
they are I was going to use the word disruptive. I want to try to use something less harsh. They're different. Yeah. They're a different breed. They beat to a different. they're just the way they function is so different. They require a shitload of work. I mean, people ever say it's God's work. It was those 5 years were the fucking hardest thing I ever did. And I was fucking good at it. I was filled with love. But man,
we can agree to disagree.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Good.
Absolutely fine.
All right. Good. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to fuck your plans up. I just wanted to give you some.
No,
some.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Hey, it's not for the weary. It's something that's been on my heart for a long time, and one person's opinion isn't going to change that. But I definitely appreciate the feedback. And I had one other thing.
Let me just say this really quick. By the way, Jody Lynn says, "Come on, Sevi. Plenty of families are enjoying family life with Down syndrome siblings. Give me a break." Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, I think that there's definitely beauty and value in every human life. And I really did enjoy your episode with Seth a couple of weeks ago. I thought that was really interesting. And I was actually really proud of you for bringing someone like that on your podcast. So thank you for that.
Who was it?
Seth Gruber.
Oh, he's a beast. I love him. He is awesome. I love him.
And then the other thing that I wanted to talk with you about real quick, I don't want to take up too much time,
okay. You're doing great.
There is a family that I just came across on YouTube. They have, I think, 4 kids. And their son, who is now their trans daughter, I think maybe he's like 6 or 7 years old, has now transitioned from a boy, his name is Eduardo, to a girl. So his name is now Edie. And they're documenting, this is in London, they're documenting like his or her, their whatever, first trip to a gender identity clinic. And it is the most messed up thing I have ever seen in my entire life. You need to see it. I sent the link in the comments if you can find it, but would definitely love your feedback on that as well. The UK, they are messed. I mean, we're messed up over here in America, but they are way messed up over there.
Guys, listen, people, those of you, especially with boys, leave them fucking alone. We're fucking torpedoes of hormones. We have to be kept busy. Yesterday, you know this with 4 kids. Yesterday, after the podcast did with the CrossFit Games, I went in the house. My kids are fucking going bonkers, bouncing off the walls, literally. I just take them into the garage. I say, boys, listen up, guys. They look at me. They're freaking out. They're bouncing off the walls. They're on the pull-up bars. They're punching stuff. They're stomping their feet on the ground. I mean, literally, they're just vibrating out of control. I'm completely overwhelmed. I set the fucking Rogue interval timer, 2 minutes on, and I just have them start running on the treadmill. And this calm and peace comes over them. And they just run. And I do that for fucking 20 minutes so I can get my head on straight. And in between each lap, they're resting and they're smiling. And they're chill, and we're getting some semblance of organization, like that. If you before you take your kid to have his penis cut off because he said he wants to be a girl, have you trained him to do a marathon? Have you given him any tools of anything to accept himself, to achieve an identity that makes him special? Have you taken him to jiu-jitsu 5 days a week and let him get his gray belt after 2 years? You're building his identity in something he hasn't even earned that he gets from a fucking surgeon.
The fact that these parents can document this quote unquote journey of this extreme minor. I mean, he can't be more than 7 years old on the internet for tens of thousands of people to see should be child abuse. In the same way that my neighbor up the street, they have a 6-year-old son who weighs 165 pounds. That should also be child abuse. There should definitely be prerequisites for becoming a parent.
E-moms are the answer.
E-moms are the answer. Okay, that's all I got. Have a great day.
Thank you. Hey, did you start crying?
Bye.
Did you start crying?
No, I didn't start crying. I was a little nervous, so my voice was kind of quivering at first because I've been listening for a long, long time, and I've never called. I never really listened live, so I was just a little nervous, but I feel better now.
Okay.
Thanks.
Love
bye.
you. Bye. Thanks for calling. Yanni, I'm so glad my mom didn't take me to become a mermaid when I was so badly to become I'm so glad my mom didn't take me to become a mermaid when I so badly wanted to become one. You'd be a hot fucking mermaid. Your little fishtail. You couldn't run away from me. Come back here. My husband started jiu-jitsu Saturday and came home with a bloody lip. I'm excited he's getting beat up. That's what I mean. That shit is all gay. Us boys love that. We love it. Fighting is gay. All that is just dudes. All that stuff is just gay shit. Guns and fighting and all that hyper masculinity shit. It's like the Democrats. They're so fucking do-gooders that they turn into Nazis, and they're willing to stack bodies like cordwood in order to do good. They're fucking nuts. They can't think straight. That's what it's like being a dude. You're so masculine that you just want another dude's dick in your mouth. That's why it was nice that I was raised by girls. I'm not too masculine. Dude, how is fighting gay? These guys are in the fucking 69 and they love other dudes. There's a very close relationship between that energy that men put out on each other and that energy that they put out on women, that love energy. They're like butted up against each other. And some of it can fucking get some of it can pass. Like I'll work on my explanation. Yeah, Steven, that's what you have to do. You have to roll just to shake off some of the gayness. You got to roll with Heidi every once in a while. Yeah, see, look at Douglas. You're a good dude. Douglas bubble trousers. I rolled 5 a.m. with my boy for an hour this morning. Like you're like your homeboy or your son? Yeah, it's just so much testosterone. All alpha dudes, yeah. I'm just letting you know. Just look around for a little bit. No one wants to talk about it. Spoken like someone who doesn't do jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Thank you. That's me. I'm afraid if I start doing jiu-jitsu, I'll fall out of the closet. I roll around with my kids for fucking 40 minutes a day, 50 minutes a day doing training with them. They show me shit. And every time something's fucked up with me afterwards. You know what Avi showed me the other day? You're going to love this, Heidi. I was trying to get him in a rear naked choke, and he had his chin down. And I had my more than my hooks in. What's that called when you have your hooks in and then you actually have your leg locked like that? And anyway, and I couldn't get under his chin. And he's like, "Look, if you can't get under my chin, you take your forearm and you mash it up against the dude's nose. And he won't like that, and he'll lift his neck up, and then you dig under." I was like, "Oh, all right." Ryan, my sister started showing bipolar Asperger's around 11 years old and completely changed the dynamic of our family. Yes. That was a body triangle. Yes. That was a very gentle way of saying it. Yes. Yes. Get her in the pool, dude. Get her exercising. I know you know that, but get her exercising. Hal Roberts, you won't get injured if you're wearing long johns while rolling. Asshole. Zach Jones, the hypothalamus controls your aggression and sex drive. So from a brain perspective, they both come from the same place. Thank you. See, I don't even know stuff like that, but I just know. Trish, with adopting a Down syndrome child is not adopting a puppy. I hate to jerk us all off, but this is why I love this show. What a crazy thing to explore with someone who would let us explore it with her. I like the caller's voice too. I could sniff mama on her. She was a mama. Okay, here we go. You are dark. This is a New York City biker. This is like totally normal this is totally normal for big liberal towns, by the way. Any of us who've lived in towns have had a dozen of these, especially those of us who are walkers, have had a dozen of these interactions. They're crazy. This is a guy, he's walking his dog and a lady on a bike's yelling at him. And he's just trying to get away. This is fucking great.
What the hell is your problem? You're not even apologizing.
I know, I don't need to.
You're a pedestrian. You get to do whatever you want.
You're really making me laugh.
That's great. I'm really happy that you get a free comedy show.
Okay, so is everyone else.
You were there illegally. Are you telling me that you had a green light?
No, plenty of it. All right, you're right.
We're there illegally.
He's telling her, "You're right. You're right." It's just some guy trying to get away. Hey, at this point, this lady deserves to be just kicked in the chest. Yeah, she's had a bad day. Russ, God, Russ, you're a good dude.
Yes, seriously.
No, I'm not doing anything wrong right now. I'm just telling you to fucking get your dog out of the way.
There's something wrong with that. You understand?
No, it's not. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with my right to have a bike lane? What's wrong with my right to have a bike
Agree
lane?
to disagree, all right?
No, not disagree.
Yes, I don't
You
agree
broke
with
the
you.
law.
I don't care what you think. Do you understand what I'm saying? It means nothing to me.
He said, "I don't care what you think. It means nothing to me."
I
You
know
lost
it means
it.
nothing to
So
you.
just go on with your day and I'll go on with mine.
Just go on with your day, and I'll go on with mine. That's what he tells her.
With my day. You're right. You can go around the block. You got a different block.
She's telling him he has to go around the block and can use a different block. Kenneth DeLapp, I don't know if she deserves a kick in the chest. Maybe she had a Brian Friend experience and walked in on her lover with someone else earlier in the day. Listen. I hear you. I totally hear you. You and fucking do-gooder, what's his name? Russ Stevens. Russ says I still punched her in the face. Listen, I agree. When I heard that when Chuck Liddell, the UFC fighter, walked in on his girlfriend getting railed by another guy, John Hackelman, his coach, told me the story. Chuck Liddell came home and from training, and his chick was getting railed by a dude. And Chuck supposedly looked at them fucking and goes, "When you're done, make me breakfast. I'll be in the kitchen waiting." And that is it. He's in control. He's in control. So this bitch, I mean, I don't know what she saw, but she is not in control. Douglas Bubble Trouser. I love this dude. She has no control over anything else in her life, so she has to yell at dude. Yeah, bikers are crazy. When I was on a bike, I'd be a little crazy too.
Oh, I live on this block, actually. Yeah. No, you're going. Bye.
He goes by and he runs by her. And she chases him. God. Those situations are kind of fun though because they're challenging, right? Is that true? Hackelman told me that. John Hackelman told me that, the guy who owns the pit. If you're talking about the Chuck Liddell story. Yeah. Yeah, it is an alpha move, right? I know. It's weird. I think it's an alpha move too. What if he'd have just climbed up on the bed and started peeing on both of them? Like a dog. Anyway. Those situations are always fun. I like it how she says you're not even apologizing. That's like what my 4-year-old kids say. Oh my goodness. I found so much good shit yesterday that I can't find. And I saw what you said, Vittori or Victor, don't be a pussy, or you said don't cry. Fuck you. And thank you for your money. Okay. Here we go. It's weird. Charlie Kirk stamps all of his shit. This is a dude. This is like Charlie's saying that this is man shit. I kind of agree. I wonder if you guys are thinking the same thing I'm thinking the whole time. That where he's holding on to that window, if the window closes, it's going to smash his fingers. But there's a kid who somehow climbed out on this ledge, and this guy's gone down a floor to save the kid. And someone's filming it from down below. Dude, this is fucking crazy. He's pulling on the kid. Oh my fucking Lord. It gives you faith in humanity, right? Pulls a kid out of a window from the floor above, catches him with one hand, and then climbs back in the window. Oh, what was? Oh, that person down below like had a bag to catch the kid or something. Wow. Oh, this is a great line by Trish. I would do that. Imagine showing that to everyone you met in the bar for the rest of your life. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, I do it for altruistic reasons too, but I like your reason. Man. Look at that. And then look down below. I don't know. I'm going to pause it right here so we can see what's down there, but down below. There's someone down there like getting ready to catch the kid like on an awning. Here we go. Here we go. Lower. Lower. Oh, I couldn't pause it. I screwed that up. Anyway, that's pretty high up, man. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. I'd be sitting there right before I went. If I saw that, you know what the first thought in my mind would be? Fuck, I should have got on California hormones. Should have went to cahormones.com, typed in the fucking code word Sevan. I should have got on the hormones. That's what I actually thought. And then I would have got out there and saved the kid's life. But think how much more confident Andrew Hiller would be doing that than me. That'd be like nothing for Andrew. Or Philip Kelly. Or Gary Roberts. Or Cat Shear. Yes, CA hormones is TRT. Yes, I think. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Finally. Thank you. Why are you wearing safety glasses, Sevan? I'm going through my whole arsenal of glasses. You're the first person who's noticed. I just have so many pairs of glasses, prescription glasses. And these are just some of the, I got these once. I got these in Portland for like 99 cents and then had these fancy lenses put in them. You're too short. Oh, you mean to do that? I don't know. Maybe being small would help. Maybe, yeah, you'd say, oh, you mean if I was hanging out the window, you'd save me. Oh, Philip, I could save the kid and you could be just out of frame in the window down below to catch both of us if I fuck up. But then the cameraman can frame you out so it looks like I'm like, excuse me, handling my business. Anyway, feel free, anyone. Oh, you guys are gonna hate this. Some of you. Feel free to send me any videos where you see women doing that. Climbing out a window to save a child. That's just some man propaganda. 389. Penis versus vagina. Oh, this is ooh. Here we go. This is for my European constituents. All three of you from Europe who listen, this is for you. Americans, now's the time to take a break and step away from your computer. Okay. Joe Rogan talks about circumcision. Here we go. Oh, no, Saved by the Bell. Caller, hi.
Hello, Sevan. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, glad to hear that. I'm fine, thank you. This is Angelo again, calling from Bolivia.
Oh, Bolivia. Hi. I was going to say you sound Canadian, but I wasn't even close.
No. Sevan, I believe last month I talked to you and I told you that you should watch Calcio, the Calcio, the Italian Calcio, where they play football and they fight each other.
Oh yeah,
Calcio Storico.
Did you send that to me in on Instagram?
Yes, I believe I did.
Oh, I don't think I don't. Yeah. I don't remember if I watched it. I don't. It's not ringing. I remember seeing something about it, but I don't know if I watched it.
Oh, you should. It's on Netflix.
Oh, tell me, it's on Netflix. What's the name of it again?
Home Game.
Home Game.
It's one of the chapters. Yes, Home Game.
Okay. Hey, what was your name again from Bolivia?
Yeah.
What was your name?
Angelo.
Angelo, that's right, Angelo.
Yeah. Hey, Sevan, I was wondering, I was watching the show last night for quarterfinals, and I was wondering, man, it will be wonderful to have James Newberry on your show.
Yeah, I've never had him on the show. You know that? I don't even know if I've ever met him. I mean, I've been in the same room with him, but I don't know if I've ever like. I've not. I feel like I know him, but I don't. I actually don't know him. What do you like about him? Why do you think I should have him on the show?
Well, first thing, I'm a vegetarian myself.
Okay.
And he's vegan.
Okay.
He's vegan, and I have watching his Instagram posts and that kind of shit, and he's fucking amazing. He does Ultramans. Now he's in third place in Oceania.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He put on his social media that he's only doing 1 hour of CrossFit and 10K training for running.
What's his Instagram? I'm trying to look for it. I've looked up James.
Newberry.
James O'Keefe, James Hobart, James Sprague, James Townsend.
James Newberry.
I don't know. No. Oh, James Newberry. I see him. I found him. Okay.
Yeah. He's fucking amazing, man. Well, I don't know if he passed his prime, but man, to get third in Oceania, I know that Roy Dawn isn't competing, Khan is out of the picture. I get it, but come on, man.
Okay.
1 hour of CrossFit and running as a vegan.
Okay, I just invited him.
Yeah, you should.
Okay,
I think
done.
it will be a great podcast.
I follow him and I wrote, James, I would love to have you on my podcast. How's that?
Wonderful.
Well, that was easy. Shit, here we go.
Yeah. You should tell him that people from Bolivia is asking for him to be on the show.
Perfect. Oh, did you see that? So people who have my, like Philip Kelly has my personal phone number, but when he texts me stuff, sorry, this is off subject here, Angelo. When he texts me stuff, it's not stuff related to the show necessarily. He texts me stuff like personal stuff, but then like stuff about the show, he keeps in my DMs. He understands the protocol. Call him now. Who? James Newberry? Okay, I could try to do that.
Sorry, the connection broke up.
Should I try to call James now?
I don't know. Why not?
How do I? You think if I just clicked it? I forget how this works. Allow Instagram to use your camera. Okay. Allow camera, microphone access. Okay. Oh shit, that's the wrong camera. Let me see if I can. Oh, webcam. Studio display camera. How about this one? Is that? No, that's not. Okay, I guess I can try this one. Done. What about microphone? Do I have to choose microphone? Rodecaster Pro. Okay. Shit. Oh, maybe I can use CamLink. I'll use the same camera that the show uses. How about that? Fucking A. Done. Okay, here we go. I'm kind of scared.
Fuck it.
Okay. Here we
Yeah.
Oh, it just went straight to no answer. Whew, thank God. Here, I'll try one more time. Okay, here we go. Can you guys hear it ringing? Oh,
no, we don't.
You don't? Hey, here, watch this. What if let's just test this while we're here. I probably shouldn't show Philip Kelly what I DM with him, but let me see if I can call Philip Kelly. Hey, can everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if I can change windows. What? Can you hear me, Philip? Can you guys hear him? Can you guys hear Philip? Philip, can you hear me?
Yes, I do hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Yes, I do hear you.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Philip, what do you just stand around waiting, looking good, waiting for me to call your whole life? Look at you. I mean, you're look like how come you always look exactly the same?
Because I usually just wear black everything, and then I don't know. I was watching the podcast on my iPad and saw that you were trying to call me, so I ran and grabbed my phone.
Fucking crazy. So I have Angelo on from Bolivia. Oh no, he hung up. And Philip Kelly from fucking California. All right. Well, thank you for letting me test this out.
Yep, I'm about to break my fast here in a minute.
Oh, I know. I fasted yesterday too. Yeah, I can't wait. What are you going to eat?
Some eggs.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go inside. My wife's going to have old eggs on the stove, and I'm going to eat them.
Yeah, I'm going to do eggs and some fruit.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, good seeing you.
All right, have a good day.
Okay, bye. Well, there you go. Shit. You don't answer when I call you. You mean on my Instagram? No, I think I've only seen a couple people ever try to call me. I always assume it's on accident. Raw interviews will be the best. You mean like if James actually answered and we just did the interview like that? That would be fucking nuts. Seriously, I would not look that good if you called me right now. I know Philip looked great. You black, then you can't. You go black, then you can't go back. I think it's said a little differently than that. Once you go black, you don't go back. Something. It's supposed to sound cooler than that. All right, where was I? Joe Rogan, penis versus vagina. Shit, I have too many windows open. I lost that window. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, that was cool. Thank you, Jody. Look at you guys just directing me from the fucking comments, giving me fucking some confidence. You guys got my back in case something goes weird. Look at Rick Rubin interview with Joe Rogan about ass. All right, here we go. Brace yourself.
But me and my wife got in an argument about this shit. She goes, if we had a kid and he was a boy, I would want him to be circumcised. I go, why? She goes, because uncut dicks are disgusting.
That hurts. That hurts.
I'm like, how many have you seen?
Fair question. Fair.
It was so confident. It wasn't like.
I bet you Con Porter is uncircumcised. Just so you know, all the ladies out there. I'm willing to bet $1,000.
She saw two that weren't that pretty, but she was holding out hope for a cute one. It was like, no, I'm fucking seeing them. No. I'm just picturing a river of sleepy, uncut dicks in her past. Just, what are you saying? I'm like, that's ridiculous. The way it looks, really, no. It looks gross. It's all this extra skin. Like, do you even know what a vagina looks like? Are you serious here? Have you ever been sober and squat down in front of a mirror and take a good assessment of what the fuck you're packing? Because let me tell you something, the extra skin might be the best looking part of that contraption. All right? Because if you pull that apart, you got the predator's mouth, all right? And you're really giving me a hard time for some extra dick skin? How dare you? How dare you be so minimally committed to this passionate relationship? I lick your asshole and you're here complaining about the looks of certain dicks? How rude. But me and my...
That's definitely some sexist, crazy man shit. Well, Jan said something in here that I gotta see. Did I just read a comment that he was circumcised when he was 35? Holy shit, I'd love to hear that story. I would love to hear that story. Were you circumcised on purpose or on accident? Oh, come on, Casey. That was great, wasn't it? You pulled the lips apart and it's a fucking predator. I don't know. I liked it. I liked it. The vagina is a fucking monstrosity. It's a fucking Shar-Pei. If the vagina was a dog, it'd be a fucking Shar-Pei. It's fucking crazy. That's why watching women give birth is so fucking great. If you get a wife and you get her pregnant, make sure you're there when she fucking squats that thing out. That vagina can do some shit that will. I think it's fucking cool as shit. I didn't find it traumatic at all. I love the vagina even more. But all those, you see the point of all those folds of skin, they all go away. Like they need that. They need that. You see that shit get put into use. You understand, oh, that's why they carry all that extra skin. Because that thing gets as smooth as a bowling ball when the baby comes out. It looks nothing like a vagina anymore. It's fucking amazing. I loved it. Thought it was so fucking cool. What is this? Can someone explain this to me? This he got circumcised at 35. Savvy video chat and let's take a look. At what? Take a look at what? Oh, at his penis? You'll need to have me on a talk, weight loss, autism, circumcision. Oh, you're autistic too? That is fucking amazing. Yeah, okay. Remind me on in my DMs, Jan, and I'll get you just say, hey, am I coming on the show? And then there you go. You got your wish. So didn't someone say I should have someone on every month? There you go. We're gonna have Jan on. That movie, American Circumcision, is pretty fucking amazing. The history of circumcision is pretty amazing. I want to hear that. Yeah. All right. Mr. Rogan. 8:47. Is today's show going by really slow? Normally I say it goes by fast as shit. This was I don't even know what this is, but I'm gonna play it just so I can get it off my list. Here we go. In my notes, I have written here. There is a website. I don't know what it is, but there's a website. If you did get the vaccine, you can look up which batch you took, and then it connects it to cardiac arrest and myocarditis and basically adverse events from that batch of vaccines. Yeah, I'm not snipped either. 0 issues, 0 complaints. And I had I can't even tell you. Maybe when in another 20 years, I'll tell you about the fucking monstrosity of a harem I had. The true details. No one ever's like, oh my God, your dick's disgusting. And I will also tell you this, and this is just a study of one, this is just anecdotal, but if you hear men who talk about sex who are circumcised and versus uncircumcised, you can notice some things that I would say are more than just nuances. I would say that the men who aren't circumcised, it's more about the words and the experiences with sex are more sensual, meaning feeling. And the men who are circumcised, it's more like a story, a narrative. When I hear them talk about it, I'm like, oh, these are two different experiences we're having. I've never gotten any compliments. I wish I could say that. No one's ever been like, my goodness, what a beautiful fucking, you should get something tattooed on there. Okay, here we go.
World's experts are starting to come along and seeing the problem here. Dr. Michael Ackerman from the Mayo Clinic just recently came out and said, yeah, it looks like for the young males who got Moderna, it's 200 cases of myocarditis per million people. That is dramatically higher than anything the CDC has said. But that is just those cases that went to the hospital. There was a study out of Thailand recently that showed if you looked carefully and prospectively studied the kids who got the vaccine, that 2% or 1 in 50 or 20,000 per million were showing some heart damage.
Dude, did you hear that? 1 in 50 kids who get the injection are showing some signs of heart damage. Hi, I'm Sevan Podcast. I'm a father to 3 kids. In order to protect obese 82-year-olds, I gave my kids these injections, and I understood that there was a 1 in 50 chance that I was going to damage their heart. I think those were deaths. The damage to the heart was 1 in 50. The thing is if they're saying that, it must be way worse than that. Vaccine talk is overplayed. Let's get back to the dick and vag talk, please. Says my Armenian brother. Oh man, I don't have an opinion. I don't know about any of that. Let's get into some weird shit, right? Sevi, do you think men and women had injections should still have kids? I don't. Oh. Jake Chapman, I sometimes think this too. People making these claims about the vaccine causing this shit sound the same as the people claiming the virus is doing so. Sometimes I go over to the other side and I see the people saying, the people who got the injection saying it's all because of the people who didn't get the injection, and it's actually just COVID. It's interesting. That being said, Jake, yeah, it's yeah. I could see why you're saying that. I could see why it would be not fun to watch this show, listen to this show either if you were vaccinated. You'd be like, I kind of just want to go through my day without having this shit scared out of me.
Following a study from the CDC that looked at all those kids who had myocarditis and followed them for 90 days. Their echo was normal. Their EKG was normal. Their stress test was normal. Their Holter was normal. All these other tests that everyone takes to encourage ourselves that these kids are better, those were largely completely normal at 90 days, except for the cardiac MRI. And 50% of those kids who had myocarditis, their cardiac MRI was still abnormal at 90 days, suggesting that scar had formed. Now, the problem with when we see this finding on an MRI called late gadolinium enhancement, that is an independent risk factor and the most important risk factor for sudden cardiac death. And so when you look at people who have myocarditis, with or without, some of the world's experts are starting to come along and seeing the problem here. Dr. Michael Ackerman from the Mayo Clinic just recently came out and said, yeah, it looks like for the young males who got Moderna, it's 200 cases.
Casey brings up a good point. I'm not sure I fully understand it. Someone's going to have to explain it to me. But the difference is the unvaccinated are the control, meaning they're the ones that it has to be relative, right? To find out if the vaccine's working or not working, we have to have a group of people who didn't take it, right? Because everything has to be contextualized or relative. So that's the control group. And the vaccinated are the testing group. Yeah, I think everyone accepts that now. If you took the injection, you were just part of a test. Like it wasn't tested beforehand. Not in any real sense. You can't claim a correlation on a control group, meaning, well, the thing is, the weird part there, Casey, though, but okay, you can't claim a correlation on a control group, but you can on a testing group. Well, the thing is, Casey, though, is I think we can't. God, you look like Heber in your picture, don't you? Heber Cannon, the buttery bro. Who is this guy? Oh, the doctor? I don't, Dr. Kirk Millihan. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you this fucking guy's an MD PhD. And the difference between an MD PhD and an MD is like fucking the difference between a rocket ship that goes to the moon and one that goes to Mars. They're not even in the same world. Anyone who has a PhD and an MD is fucking otherworldly. So please don't insult me like that. So Casey, the thing is though that everyone did get COVID, right? I mean, we have to assume that everyone got COVID. And so I think what Jake was saying is that, yeah, maybe just maybe that's the byproduct of COVID. Right? Oh, that guy's a tard. That guy is retarded. That guy got so schooled on Patrick Bet-David. I know. Doesn't it suck when people who are really smart It's like having something, you know, like you have a calculator and then one day it stops working and it starts spitting out letters instead of numbers, and it kind of just breaks your heart. You're like, well, I guess that's broken. Baggy. Nothing ever tested on pregnant women, yet they recommended a flu shot, COVID jab, and many follow the orders. Yeah. I like the way you spelled Casey. Agree. Yeah, I don't think he just took the podium. I think he got first place. I think he might be a champion for a couple of years, actually. Let me see if I can find. Let's see. Dude, you don't even have it on your Instagram? How many times you've won the CrossFit Games? Are you fucking kidding me? Casey, how many times did you win the CrossFit Games? Have you won more than once? Oh, you had it. Oh, you had it. How could you not have had it? How many times has he won? Who knows? Definitely. Oh, 2 for 2. Yeah, you're savage. Okay, just kicking ass. Just going through. Oh, anyway, so the point of that is like, if you want to see, they have batch numbers, and you can see, you can somehow find your batch number if you want to like see if you got a good batch or not. Oh man, I had some great shit about Portland too. Some funny shit. The city of Seattle is suing Hyundai and Kia over soaring car thefts, blaming the fucking car manufacturer. That fits perfect for Seattle. What is this one? This one is I can see the batches where I've been the batches of posts where I'm more hostile versus less hostile. Look at this one. I think I invited this guy to come on my podcast. Oh, I posted this. Pick your health leader. This is the US. This is the boy that dresses like a girl. This is Belgium. This is Britain. These are their health leaders. This is some dude. This is this dude. Yeah, like, why don't we pick this fucking guy? Look at this guy's account. I'm not in the business of creating six-pack and feeding egos. My purpose on this planet is to build a stronger, happier, and healthier human race. Look, this dude even wears a skirt. He's total DEI friendly. The Irish people don't wear the skirt, right? That's the Scottish people. I think I fucked that up once on the show. Anyway. Whenever I show Rachel Levine, you can tell I'm pretty aggro because I really don't want to show her. Hey, you think sometimes you ever think back and you're like, God, how did that happen? How did they kill all those Jews and no one do anything? It wasn't even like they actually took them out of their houses, loaded them up on trains, took them to a camp, put them in a room, turned the gas on, killed them, and just repeated that over and over and over and over. But dude, look, do you see you just saw who our health leaders were? How would you ever explain that? I can't explain it. I can't fucking explain that at all. It really just shows how out of touch I am with whatever's going on in the world. Oh, this is crazy. How about this? Must be old. I don't even know what I don't even remember this. This is crazy. Jury awards $1 million to a Portland woman who tried to buy gas but was told, I don't serve black people. Let me see what this is. This sounds crazy.
I went to a gas station to get gas for service, and I wasn't served. I was actually humiliated and disrespected.
The attendant working that day ignored her and filled up other cars that had arrived later than she had. Court documents describe how she tried to get his attention, but he continued to dismiss her. Surveillance video shows Wakefield go inside to ask for help. Another employee followed her back outside to pump her gas. As spelled out in the discrimination lawsuit, as Wakefield was leaving, the attendant told her, "I don't serve Black people," and laughed in her face.
I went to a gas station to get gas.
Wow. Hey, so those of you who haven't been to Oregon, they don't allow you to fill up your own gas, the cars there. They have attendants. And I think they did that years ago to make sure that, to give jobs, to provide jobs for people. So this dude said, "Hey, I don't serve melanated people." That reminds me when I've told this story a fucking 100 times, but when Haley, my wife, who's a Jew, we met with the vice president of some bank who is a Jew, and they told us they don't lend money to Armenians. I didn't know I could fucking get a mill for that. That's there in New Jersey. Really? Jersey does that too? I think that's so fucking ridiculous that they do that. I'm not convinced that that's smart. Wait, what? An actual case of racism? I want to talk to the guy who said that. Hey, when you picture the guy who said that, what do you picture? I picture a guy who probably hasn't changed his underwear in fucking 3 months, mentally ill, missing some fucking teeth. I just picture I guess I picture something that looks like a West Coast redneck. Just some disgustoid. Just smells horrible. Would rather smoke cigarettes than fuck. Like that kind of just some rotten iteration of a male human. That's kind of what I picture. You can pump your own gas now. I visited a while ago, but they still have attendants at most places. Where? Oregon or Jersey? Oh, Sevi, check that statute of limitations. I'm too busy with the podcast. I never want to sue anyone, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, my wife, I would never, ever, yeah, disgustoid. I would never let my, I learned that word from Travis Bajan. I would never let my wife pump gas. Never. Yes, thank you. You are a fucking piece of doo-doo. Doo-doo da-da. I don't know why, but yeah. Here we go. 377. Oh yeah, this is good. Here we go. Oh, some comedy. So frustrated right now. It's such good shit. I apologize for all of you who sent me stuff in the last 2 days. You know what's funny is you guys send me a lot of the same stuff over and over and over. There's this video that fucking 100 of you have sent me, and it's a man walking into a room, and you see what looks like an ass, and the man slaps it, and then a woman leans forward, and you realize it's her tummy. And I just can't show that for some reason. I don't know why, but you guys love it. I like it too. I'm glad I saw it. But I don't know. Something about it seems kind of like mean to me. Even though the girl's totally game. Yeah. Yes, Dr. Seuss. Yes, about don't let your woman pump gas. Your lady should never have to get out of the car, period. Like if there's something that requires getting out of the car, you do it. She doesn't get out. Ever. Until you get to where you're going. Is that fair? Here we go.
When white people were in commercials, man, what a crazy time.
Do you remember when white people used to be in commercials? Yeah, it's funny. I noticed this about a year ago watching the UFC. All the white people were just gone. I think they're coming back, though, which is kind of funny.
If you watch an American commercial right now, you'd be like, oh, what happened to the white people?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Did somebody kill them all? Where did they go? It's just like a Japanese woman with a Mexican woman, and they're married, and they have a black kid. And they're like, Concerta. Remember when white people were in commercials?
Yeah. It really got like that for a second. I think they're she showed consent. She did. I bet Dina, my husband always pumps mine. I bet he does. And any time I drive my wife's car, I'll make an effort to go to, not that we have like our own cars, but like she mostly drives the 4Runner and I mostly drive the van. But anytime I'm in the 4Runner, I will make a concerted effort. Concerted. Arranged, planned, or carried out, or coordinated. Concerted. Arranged in several parts of equal importance. I don't know if that works perfectly. I'll make an effort. What the fuck? I don't need concerted. I will make an effort to fill it up because I just picture her having to stop and do it, and there being someone there at the gas station that's like she shouldn't be outside her car with, or like doing it at night, or like I just don't want, like, why gas stations are dirty. My wife's clean. Yeah, I always fill her tank when I use car. I can't say always, but I try to. There's times if I have kids with me or something, but if I see, I will definitely not return it like less than a quarter of a tank. Like if I get in it just to drive it just like 5 minutes, if I see it, I'll stop. There's no fucking way. Oh, Nelly, this is one of those fucking questions that no one wants to talk about. I haven't even read it yet, but I know. If you poop right before you shower, oh, this isn't exactly what I thought you were going to ask. If you poop right before you shower, do you go ahead and undress? Or do you leave your pants around your ankles? That's not exactly what I thought you were going to ask. It's always a little weird just pooping, just buck naked, but I do it. That's what I just get undressed and poop. But I feel like there needs to be a window between pooping and getting in the shower for some reason. I don't really want to talk about that subject right now, to be honest. Alan Kestenbaum, Sevan, I love that you're such an immigrant. Only vehicle you're missing is the Camry. My dad has a Camry. Hey, if I were to buy again, I'd buy American. That was, I for sure would. Sevan's glasses prove that he's a predator, not prey. Predators don't need their peripheral vision. Michael C. Yeah, always poop before the shower. I agree, but it's nice. Yeah. I like there to be some window that I forgot that I poop before I get in the shower. Just any window, a minute. Okay. So white people in commercials gone. This one says only if you care about your children. Oh, gays against groomers. All right. Let's see what this is old. These are all so old. Thank you for you guys for sticking with me as I get through this stuff. Here we go.
Good evening. Every teacher that has a pride flag in their classroom should be fired and arrested.
Every teacher that has a pride flag in their classroom should be arrested and fired.
A flag is a sexual flag.
The gay flag is a sexual flag. Yeah, this is what I fucking have been saying. Has nothing to do with being gay or straight. Just that flag is a sex flag. Why is there a sex flag in the fucking school?
It represents nothing other than sexual things.
Yes. Correct.
Gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and questioning. What
and questioning? He's thorough.
Business is it of anyone on this board of what children would like to do with other children? It is none of your business.
None of your business.
It is between them and their parents. But however, you guys want to illegally survey your students, My name is Frank Rodriguez. I'm the Executive Director of Operations for Gays Against Groomers. I'm a 31-year-old gay man pushing back against the agenda that's happening within our classrooms. Keeping parents away from this discussion is absolutely severing the relationship between a child and their parent. My community is not discriminated against anymore. Shockingly enough, we succeeded. Now you're sending out surveys that's asking students what their gender is, what their pronouns are, and whether or not you should be telling their parents. Could you imagine if my son or one of yours...
You know what sucks about this too is now the right is going to say it was a slippery... This isn't a slippery slope issue, I don't think. The right's going to be like, well, we should have never let the gays in the first place and we should have never accepted gay marriage. I don't think that's true. I don't think it was a slippery slope. I don't think being gay is a fucking mental disorder. I don't think there's anything. I mean, I think some people are born being gay. Yeah, I think that there's things that can happen to you throughout your childhood that would cause you to want to protect yourself from being fucking molested by if you're a chick, getting kind of wanting to, I don't want to say ugly yourself up, but do stuff to make it so that other men wouldn't want to rape you. I get it. I fucking get it. But I don't. But these people. This is two different creatures here. This transgender group and these fucking people who are conflating reality, gender, and sex. These are fucked up people. And I just love it that this guy's standing up. Standing up. Yeah, wouldn't you do that? Like if you were raped by a dude, wouldn't you ugly yourself up a little bit? Yeah, I said it. I know. CK Kevin, no, I don't care about gays or gay marriage. I'm about as right as you can get. Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah. I don't give a fuck either. I want people to be happy and be able to pursue their dreams outside of the fact of fucking with kids. And I have no compassion or any patience for it. Not even a little. And if I'm on the wrong side of history, I don't give a fuck. Like all the worst shit that man can do should be saved for people who hurt kids. I said it.
To school and said, hey, I'm gay, and you never knew? All of you up here are pretty intelligent. You have doctorate degrees, you're educated, and you lead this district. But yet, you turn a blind eye with the sexual things that happen in your classroom. I refuse to believe that any of you think that that's appropriate.
I refuse to believe that any of you think that's appropriate. Yeah, I refuse to believe that any of them think it's appropriate too. Am I in denial? Caller, hi.
Sevan, how's it going? It's Plumber.
Holy shit. Look at this fucking comment. I was in a same-sex relationship for 13 years. Jesus set me free. You mean like, wow, I don't know if I understand that, but that's pretty intense. Hi.
That is pretty intense.
Hi, Mr. Plumber.
Hey, question for you. And it's kind of along the lines of the COVID response rather than what you're talking about now. So do you think what was more dangerous, all right, like the end goal of whatever the power of PDR, right, was it? I think the isolation part of it was probably the biggest deal, right, because everyone was separated, everyone was told to stay in their homes, right, keep your distance type thing. Like that was the first red flag for me, when it's like you can't gather in more than groups of 6 or whatever the number they chose, right, or you have to be 6 feet apart or 3 feet apart, right, separating people, right, because when you separate people, then there's no power. Like the power is in groups, right? That's how shit gets done, is when a lot of people get together and get angry, right?
Correct.
What would you say, right? If that was the end, like what was their end goal, right? Because all these things happened for a reason, right?
There's this line that Susie used. It's basically a intersection of agendas, intersection of, I forget what's the phrase you use, someone will say intersection of goals or fucked up agendas. I think that's all that happened. I think it's just fucking these people in these crazy ancestral relationships between the FDA, pharma, and big food. And I think the whole plan was I don't think there was a plan. I think it's this intersection of goals of making money, and they all just kind of fit perfectly together. I mean, dude, can you think of all the people that got filthy rich? Imagine if you were a mask company. There's a dude, like, I don't know if you saw, but there was only one, for example, there was only one company in the United States that made paper straws. And when these states started enforcing paper straws, that dude became almost a billionaire overnight or some shit. And so I just think it's an intersection of goals to put people on drugs because it makes a shitload of money, sell people shitty food. I feel it's just industry. That's what I think. I don't think that there was a plan.
You could sell a ton more widgets. Right, everyone needs a mask. Everyone needs. Then you want. Then you want a reusable mask. Then you need 7 different reusable masks for every day. Yeah.
All that. I think all that shit was short-sighted way for people just to make a shitload of money. Other people say it's to control people. If that's what it was, I think that was I don't think that was. I think that was just a manifestation of people who just want to control. I mean, I don't know if you saw that video I played yesterday of the fucking governor of Illinois, but she acts like it's just a fucking accident. She doesn't even act like it's a big deal that, oh, sorry, we put masks on people in Home Depot. She just acts like, God, I wish I had access to that right away. All I have is dudes with penises flopping around in their pants. But anyway, yeah, they just didn't give a fuck. They were just cavalier in their governing.
So it's way more simple than like one big plan, right? It's just people that are like, fuck, we can make a lot of money this way.
Yeah, just like these other fucking wackadoodles, this Klaus Schwab and this World Economic Forum. I think they saw this going down and they're like, oh, now's our time to strike too. I don't think it was one Illuminati fucking concerted effort, organized effort to okay, look, you're going to run the COVID thing and you're going to get really rich. And then when you do that, we're going to fucking introduce digital currency and then we're going to take over the world. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I do think that that's what's happening, but I don't think it was a plan, It's just like if you, I'll tell you a true story. If I found out my neighbor was leaving for like the same month that his apple tree was giving apples, it wasn't my plan to steal his apples, but I know he's out of town. So I'm going to go over there with my kids and 6 fucking grocery bags. I'm going to take all his apples.
Yeah, they're all going to be gone.
Yeah, that's the way it's going to be. So I think it's kind of like that.
People just taking up like advantage of the opportunity.
100%. 100%.
So then you can't even blame them, right? Because then they're just like, I mean, yeah, it's shitty, but if it's there, it's there.
Dude, and there's this effect going on too. Imagine there's a swimming pool and on the surface there can only be 20 heads out of the water, but there's 100 of us in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
That means 80 of us got to be underwater. Yeah. And those fucking people are going to fight to the death to make sure they're one of the ones with their fucking head up. And there's a little bit of that shit going on too. I mean, you can see that all around us. The scumbags that I fucking live with, unfortunately, in this state. I mean, that what we see mostly from liberals is this feigned kindness, but really they're just fighting to get one nostril out, just to be the cool kid and just like survive. It's like this weird kind of like survival. But yeah, it's gross.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Just wanted to add that thought.
All right. Hey, you don't have muscle ups?
No, I got bar muscle ups now.
How about ring
I don't
muscle
have ring muscle ups.
You don't?
Don't have those yet.
How can that fucking be? You're so strong. How can that be?
I think it's a coordination thing and a lack of. Honestly, I wish I did gymnastics when I was a little kid. I was a fat kid growing up, so I wasn't really athletic. I'm kind of finding my athleticism now.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was for me too. You know, Plumber, you know what I did? So when I found CrossFit for a year, 5 days a week, I just made sure I did 10 negatives.
Okay.
I just jumped to the top of the rings, and the first one I would do really fast, and then by the time I got to the last one, it would be my slowest one.
Mm-hmm.
And I would fucking grind the false grip until until it was like bleeding there. And then before you know it, I was fucking a stud at muscle ups.
All right.
And I always did them strict. Fuck the Kippy ones. Kippy ones are dumb.
Yeah.
Chicks love a strict muscle up. I mean, not that I ever got a chick doing one, but I just know they do.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
All
negatives.
right.
Okay.
Fire up.
Bye.
See you, Sevan.
Bye. One of my favorites. Someone asked Plumber about a strength program. I mean, it looks like he's getting strong. He's strong as shit. $1.99. Eric, hi. I did bleed. Lots of blood. And you know where else I would bleed? Because I would do so many is back here. The strap would fuck my tricep up. I can't wait till my arms better, my biceps better. I'm going to do something fun with a 100-pound dumbbell and muscle ups. Something that some of you people can't do. And you'll be like, oh, fuck, how do you do that? He's fitty. Look how quick you guys are on the trigger. You guys think alike. I was bleeding. Mason says from your vagina. David says from your pussy. Like, you guys don't even miss a beat. Everyone's got the same mindset. We're on the same wavelength. I love it. What is all this? Parkour with a mask. Oh, yes. Let's just pick on some kids for a while. Here we go. My 7-year-old is learning parkour. You fucking jackass. I bet you if I click on her Instagram, I will instantly think her. Oh, man. Here we go. This kid is wearing a mask in a parkour place. Why? Oh, because you hate your kid. Oh, my goodness. It all makes sense. I'm going to say something here. I don't know. This kid's 7 years old, right? And good on him that he's moving. I ain't hating. Good on him that he's moving. But if your kid is 7 and this is their skill level right here, then you need to immediately pull your kid out of school and just train your kid every day for a year. My kids would pull those fucking pipes off those walls and tie them into a fucking knot around another kid's head. Oh, man. I'm so tempted to click her Instagram account. I think it would just be mean, though. We're going to see all sorts of fucked up shit in there. Well, good job taking your kid to parkour. Now take that dumbass mask off him. You fucking knucklehead. Yeah, virtue signaling. And I'm virtue signaling also by telling you fucking how great my kids are. It's fucking insane that 7-year-old moves like that. Your 7-year-old should be able to do some shit that you can't even imagine doing. Your 7-year-old should be moving that makes you, when they move, it makes your like butthole pucker and your back hurt. My kids do shit every day. I'm like, how? Here we go. This is the person earlier who commented that they were gay for 13 years and then Jesus saved them. I'm not even sure what that means, but here we go. I felt the presence of God come upon me while praying. I wasn't convinced by the way I was living my life. Jesus then did a mighty work in me. Man. Sevi, take the boys to the parkour gym and let them run wild. Video, everything. I know. There is a parkour gym in town. I was thinking about signing them up, but I have them involved in so much stuff. Oh, I wonder if Haley told. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, I see that. Yes. Gay for Jesus. Hey, you know what's crazy? And I'm not saying this to be, I'm not joking. I'm joking, but just shits and giggles. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Has it ever gone the other way? Has anyone ever said, I'm straight. I was straight for 20. I was straight for 51 years. And then, Jesus made me gay. I prayed to Jesus, and next thing I knew, I was just out, just fucking rubbing cock all over my face. I, I mean, people wait till they're 50 to come out of the closet. I guess that's what they call it. But maybe Jesus talked to them too. Maybe they just worded it different. Oh, God, I just so wonder what you mean by like Jesus saved you and you weren't gay anymore. My 7-year-old mastered the backflip last summer. He's got no gymnastic background whatsoever. Shit blew my mind. I know. Yeah, you just got to give them opportunity. God, I need to teach my kids a backflip. They do forward flip on a trampoline. They don't even try anything backwards. Sevan, do you know? Where is it? Sevan, have your boys go learn to tumble. I got strong from learning how to. We tumble all the time. There was something in here. Where was that? Watching you move makes my back hurt. Oh, that sucks. What the fuck is parkour? Just take your kids to the park for free. My 7-year-old. Where is that? Where is that one? Someone said something about. Oh, here we go. So many believers, I pray for you every day. No, not that one. Not ever. Sevan, you know you have so many believers that listen to you. I know. I'm trying to turn you guys into knowers. I'm trying to turn you into knowers. Just into knowers. Just one of you. If I could turn one of you into knowers and you would walk through the door with me. Just one. So I didn't sit in the know by myself. Just one. Showed you guys the no video. Do you want me to show you the no video again? And then one of you has to call and be like, well, actually, what we mean by believe is. I have to be like, oh, no. Don't double down on believing. Just step into the unknown. Double down. Here, I'm going to play it for you guys again so you guys can, let me see. Oh, here. This isn't it. I got distracted. Here we go. Maybe I should show this to James Newberry. Sevan, I appreciate you, Sevan. It's a really long story. Would love to tell you about it sometime. Maybe one day I'll call you. P.S. Your sign looks great. Thank you. I would love to hear it. It sounds intense. I want to be honest with you. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable because I feel like it alienates. It's like there's an insinuation that being gay is wrong. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But I'm open to it. I want to hear it. I like uncomfortable. I had a cousin that came out at the age of 50, but we all knew already. He got angry and said, why does everyone keep saying that? I told him we all like cock. I like mine and you like others. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. That's the thing. That's why I get suspicious of anyone who doesn't like to see a giant hog. It's like no different than like if you like, I'm fascinated by the Empire State Building. Smash the like button. Do it for Jesus, please. And subscribe. Damn, subscribers are skyrocketing. Put on like 20. I know. I think that too. This show is incredible. Sevan is so close. Sevan is so close. He's searching for answers. So close. I should show this video to James Newberry, right? When he comes on. Who knows if this is true? I don't know if this is true. So, but I will tell you this. When my wife got pregnant, she was basically a vegan. And she was pregnant, and we went to a place in town in Berkeley that sold hamburgers. And she ordered a hamburger and French fries. And then I had never in my 20 years with her or whatever, had ever seen her eat a hamburger and French fries. She ate the whole hamburger, the French fries, and she poured in 2 bottles of water, like the way, like, you know, like when, like men do, you know, like some mornings you wake up and you just fucking pour in a pint of water. I can't do that anymore because I have the podcast and I'd have to pee 3 times. I pour in 2 pints of coffee. But you know that thing, like you're just a dude and you're just like prepping the system. Like guys just do that. I just pour one in. And she did that. And I was like, wow. She's like, yeah, I eat meat now. I'm like, how do you know? She's like, because I just watched myself eat a hamburger. How do you know? Here we go.
Of a mom who was animal based throughout her pregnancy. So she had lots of red meat, lots of pasteurized eggs, lots of raw milk. And the difference between the two, I mean, it's just obvious. There is such a huge, substantial difference in the quality and the consistency of these placentas. Over here, this is called calcification.
So that one is the placenta where the mom was a vegetarian. And the placenta on the right is the meat eater placenta lady.
If you feel it, it's hard. There's a little bit of like a sand-like, rock-like consistency, and this is throughout the whole entire placenta. This is not what we would want to see in pregnancy. In my almost 19 years of doing births, I've never had a side-by-side comparison, and it's mind-blowing to me. It's really sad that this is the start of a baby's life. This is the start of their nutrition. This is what fed them. This is what housed them. And they, it's mind-blowing to see the comparison.
I've had midwives and doulas tell me that when they see the placenta, which is attached to the umbilical cord of vegans, they look a lot like a smoker's placenta. And we know that the health of these critical connections, this tether between baby and mother, are intimately tied to the amount of animal products in the diet. We see it over and over illustrated.
If we have
Wild, right? I don't know if that's true, but I mean, allow it to, at least be open to it. I'll tell you this, all the kids that I know, I don't know a lot, but all the fucking vegetarian and vegan kids I know are fucked up. Their hair looks different, their eyes look different, and they got a little bit of they're not shiny. They're not they look dusty. They're not vibrant. I know a handful of them. Something's not right. And man, it must be crazy if you take your kid down that path for 10 years and then realize maybe you made the wrong decision. I'd rather make the wrong decision of making my kid a meat eater and then flip the script than realize I made in his development than make the wrong decision in of him being a vegan. Do you get what I'm saying by that? So if you raise your kid and he's 12 years old and you realize, fuck, I shouldn't have been feeding my kid meat. I should have been a vegan. I think you can make your way back. If you think your kid should be a vegan and you make him a vegan and when he's 12, you're like, oh, fuck, I fucked up. I don't think you're going to make your way back. I think you'll have retarded his development permanently. I suspect. Someone just texted me, Sevan, you are the CEO. Great podcast. Well, thank you. I don't know who it's from. It was on the house phone. Don't all you start just texting the house phone. You know the show is big, going to be big. I mean, it's not big yet, but you know it's big when I start having issues with the phone. Because right now the phone's just a house phone. Just like here I am and you guys can call. Oh shit. Everyone in this fucking chat is so funny. I was a vegan for 13 years and then Jesus saved me and gave me the meat. I have you saved in my phone as CEO. Thank you. I didn't do anything. Do you know what I was going to do? I was going to go out and just drink all day. My plan was to just take everywhere I go, stop at a liquor store and get some spicy mixed drink in a small can and then mix it with a can of sparkling water. And I didn't do that. And I went to I hired a skateboard instructor that I usually just hire for an hour to be with my kids. I hired him for 2 hours and we went to 2 different skate parks and we had never done that. And that was kind of my birthday dream, to take my kids to 2 skate parks in one day. And then afterwards I came home and I fucked around with them. And then I took them to tennis and the tennis instructor said, "Happy birthday, Sevan. Did you do anything special for your birthday or something?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm doing the same thing I do every day. My every day is so fucking special to me. I fucking love my life. And this is, I wouldn't choose anything different to do on my birthday. And she said this crazy thing to me. She said, yeah, we all wish we were you, Sevan. And I think she kind of meant it. And it kind of rocked me. I liked it and didn't like it. But yeah, that's it. Every day is kind of the same for me, but it's just going out on adventures with my kids. And I ended up I didn't drink. I didn't do any drinking. I didn't have because I just kept getting distracted. But that was the plan. It's probably better. I'm more happy that I didn't have anything. But I thought I would during the pandemic, I did this thing for like 3 months where I just basically would wake up every morning and just start drinking. And I would drink probably 4 drinks and 8 cans of sparkling water throughout the day. And just kind of keep a fun buzz. And then first, I can't remember why I stopped that, but I stopped 2 weeks before I got fired, and thank God. And then I quit drinking for a year, I think, after I got fired. But I still, I wouldn't even talk about drinking for a long time, even on the show, I think. I still don't drink very much, though. I can't remember the last time I was drunk. No, I don't smoke any weed. I don't smoke any weed. I just do Jesus shit. Sandals. I go barefoot a lot. Hang out. I talk to people about where you were before you were born, where you go when you're going to die, the importance of being a good person. Fascinated by whores. I just do straight Jesus shit. Oh, this one's good. Here we go. In case you guys forgot about January 6th. This is the kind of stuff that I just don't understand how you see this and not immediately no, I didn't go to HQ drunk. No. The weird fight was during the pandemic. I'd already been I didn't do anything for months and they couldn't fire me. I mean, I was doing stuff. No, I never went to HQ drunk. We had tons of alcohol at HQ and I hardly ever drank at HQ. And if I did, and there was a large chunk of the staff would drink after work every single day. They had some really expensive whiskeys and shit like that. I didn't do any of that. I'm not a drinker. I'm not a drinker like that. I'm can't explain it. As I got older, I don't crave it. I'm the kind of person, the other night I wanted a drink and I'm I wonder if I'll still want this after I drink a glass of water and eat a pear. And then it went away. But I didn't care. If it still would have been there, I would have drank. The only thing I do that's bad is I struggle with nighttime eating. And not late night. I mean, just between 6 and midnight. When my sugar levels drop, you leave me alone with a bag of fucking almonds and I'm in trouble. Those bag of almonds are in trouble. And I never do the podcast even slightly buzzed or drunk or nothing, even if it's in the middle of the day. Okay, here we go. Listen to this. This is how do you ever vote fucking Democrat? This is crazy.
Last night, Tucker Carlson cherry-picked video surveillance from the January 6th insurrection, severely downplaying the events of that day. He said the mob was orderly and meek and that they were tourists instead of insurrectionists. What's your response to Carlson and to Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who granted him access to that video?
Look at the guy. He granted them access to that video. It was something bad that we're starting to see the truth. Well, we already have seen the truth, but anyway.
Anybody who watched that video would strongly disagree. Anybody who watched that video.
God, this chick is fucking hot. Her and that Pataki chick are so fucking hot. It sucks when someone hot's a fucking moron. It's a waste of hotness.
With their own eyes in a real way and saw what happened on that day would disagree with what was just stated. The president has been very clear. January 6th was the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. And we should be focused on making sure that never happens again.
So she's basically saying that if you were there in the Capitol building that day, you would have been scared shitless. I totally agree. I bet you Nancy Pelosi and AOC were scared to death. I'm not fucking saying that at all. I'm not suggesting that at all. But relative to how scared her husband was, Nancy Pelosi's husband that day, that he got fucking hit with the hammer, they weren't scared at all. This being the biggest fucking thing that's happened to the United States since the Civil War, biggest threat to democracy, lunatic. Fucking something happened yesterday that was a greater threat to our democracy. Something that's happening every single day that's a greater threat than our democracy than a bunch of fucking dudes fucking just checking out the fucking Capitol. Soon as I hear this and I realize I voted for this president and this person, I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck did I do? Not to mention Pearl Harbor, 9/11, those other fucking Yahoo moments. All the riots we've had in the big cities. What's happening in Seattle, Portland, Los Angeles. Someone sent me some video. It sucks that I can't. It sucks my notes are fucked up. Someone sent me some video of Los Angeles that was recently shot. And this friend of mine lives on the East Coast. And they're like, this can't be real. And I'm like, yeah, dude, this is how it is in all the cities here on the West Coast. All the big cities. By the way, someone asked if I would ever leave. All this shit you're seeing, you still have to remember. You still have to fucking remember that like where I live is fucking heaven. You have to remember, it's nicer than I live in fucking heaven. Look it. I'll show you. Yesterday in a fucking massive storm that's hitting the fucking West Coast, I went down to the store and I bought a box of saltines. And there's no one on the edge of the fucking North American continent with me and my sons. This chick's hot, Steph Lange. Everyone should follow her. And I went down to this is the edge of North America here. I think this might be the deepest bay on the West Coast, and maybe anywhere on the West Coast of South or North America. It's a fucking crazy deep bay. I bought a box of saltines, and me and my boys went just down to the ocean, chilling. Just flinging saltines like throwing stars, Chinese throwing stars, cultural appropriation. Zzz, zzz. Just one at a time, watching seagulls catch saltines. Fuck, dude. Such a good life. I'm crying here, laughing at my boys. I'm probably going to do it again today. And listen, next year at this same time in the same storm, we'll be out there surfing. My boys will be out there surfing. That's it. It's just surf breaks, seagulls. It's just fucking awesome here. No one fucks with you. It's a bunch of pussies. It's safe. Tons of amazing food. I can grow anything in my backyard. Well, almost. There's some shit that grows in Africa that I can't grow that I'm kind of bummed. But yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere, I don't think. It's good. It's a good ass life. That's a great question. Would you say outside of major cities, California leans more red? What's happening is the Democratic Party is getting fractured. They still can't come over and say they're Republican yet, but it's getting fractured. I have so many friends who are waking up. I was hanging out with this family the other day and I'm like, look at these fucking libtards. And the father goes, God, I was one of those a year and a half ago. And I was like, yeah, I was one 2.5 years ago. Devesh Maharaj, Sevan, you know better, never feed the seagulls. I know. Isn't it? It's a great metaphor, isn't it? For those of you who don't know, that's a metaphor that I just so proud that I made. Basically, that's what Democrats do. They feed seagulls, and they do it in the name of fucking benevolence. But all of these cities have been ruined because the Democrats have fed the seagulls. And so they've shit everywhere under this guise of kindness. My homeboy, 12 daily doses of stuff, has already taken off his shoes and waiting in bed for me. Face down, buddy. That's the way I like it. Trump tells angry mob that Pence can overturn the election. Not true that he said it to an angry mob. That's a lie. Completely false to anyone that has a brain. Conjecture. Angry mob heads to building. No, he told them to march peacefully. Dude, why don't you go to CNN or ABC and watch the video or read the transcript? That's what I did. Where Pence is and tries to find him. No big deal to Sevan. Dude, you're crazy, dude. You're fucking crazy. They had the permits before to do a peaceful march on the Capitol. You're just spinning it crazy. Hey, let's say everything you said there is true, then tell the other side too. That 99% of the people there were fucking marching peacefully, that it looks nothing like any of the riots we had in any of our major cities, nothing. And that there were that there were people there in the government, double agent motherfuckers in the crowd. Why don't you just tell the whole story? Just don't be a dickhead. I love listening to you defend people beating the shit out of police officers. No one was defending anyone beating the shit out of police officers, by the way, and smashing windows and doors to get into a government building while Congress was in session. Amazing, bro. Wow. The only thing that's amazing is that I read off this completely one-sided shit of yours. That's the only thing that's amazing. It's because I'm a good dude. I didn't know Congress was in session. I knew that they were in there, by the way. That's the first I'm hearing that. They were told to march peacefully on it by the former president of the United States. They entered the building peacefully. Yes, some windows were broken. Yes, there were some altercations with police, but it's a gross, massive overgeneralization to say police officers were beat. In Ferguson, there were fucking police officers in the police station when it was lit on fire. In Seattle, they took over a whole section of town and took over the police department for like 4 months. And I've said openly on this show many times that they should have opened fire on a crowd that enters a building to threaten any of our civil servants. I've said it a fucking ton of times. My dad got mad at me for it. He's like, you can't do that. I'm like, hey, dude, we got to protect our civil servants from Pelosi to everyone with everything we got. I know he's triggered. He's a good dude. Dude, you're so one-sided on this that it's hilarious. No, it's this. It's not that I'm so one-sided on it. It's that you are the kind of person who wants to talk about the 12 unarmed. You take everything out of context. You're willing to cut off the nose to spite the face. You want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You're the kind of person that wants to burn down the United States and call everyone racist here because 12 unarmed black men were killed in the United States in 1 year by police. And because of your actions, homicide in black towns, black on black crime has been up 34% in the last 2 years. And you never want to acknowledge that. That's the difference between me and you. And I agree with you. It sucks that fucking unarmed people are getting shot and killed, or people are getting killed unnecessarily. But it's the context and the relativity and the actions that your group takes is the part that's sad. You never want to tell the whole story. Yes, and those people were arrested in Ferguson. Try and keep up. Tucker won't tell you about that though. What do you think about Rittenhouse? 12 daily doses of stuff. What do you think about that? Just out of curiosity. It's so simple. The BLM rioters deserve to rot in jail. The January 6th rioters deserve the same. I can admit that. You can't. Also, black on black crime is all hand related using illegal weapons. The race. I would bet that the rate. Okay, fine. Okay, good. Well, we agree. We should hang out sometime. In other news, look at Katie. Katie, what are you doing? Katie, this isn't your show. Your show will be tomorrow. You are a games person. This is not for you. Katie Gannon. This is not a show for you. You belong. You're a games person. My life is compartmentalized. Gang related. Pipe down. What you're talking about. No, don't tell him to call in. I don't want to talk to him. Katie. Miss Gannon. Hey, Katie, maybe we could I have you on the show and you just tell me everything that's going on at the Morning Chalk Up? Just 2 hours of us just let me just unabashedly just ask you questions. Who's cool? Who's not cool? Who slept with who? Did the rumors about Greg start there? Was it someone from Morning Chalk Up who actually called GQ and Business Insider because you guys didn't want to publish the story? So you guys will you just come on my show and just tell me everything that went on there? I would fucking love that. I kind of like you. Our relationship reminds me of mine and my relationship with Hiller. I'm not sure what to do with you. Like when he came on the scene, like I feel like I have to haze you. I'm not sure what to do with you. But it's fun. Thank you. Love you, boo. Thank you. I'll be in the room in a minute. Don't put your shoes on. Oh, fuck. I'm late. All right. Well, we'll end on that note with my relationship careful. Okay. We'll end with that with my my dear friend 12 Daily Doses and Katie Gannon and Philip Kelly will get the last word. Thank you for the money, Doses. I appreciate it. Alan Kestenbaum,